live.
We weren't
Oh, I
live.
didn't know if you guys were streaming already.
No, we just started.
No, we've been bitching about Star Wars too much.
Too much crack.
Who was playing the
Oh, that's my YouTube notifications.
nice. Nice. Oh, you are ridiculous, sir. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, try doing laundry next to a fat lady and have that shit go off. Doesn't really gel.
Doesn't play. It's a
Dude,
good
fucking-
line though.
Oh, dude, that's like one of my favorite
Hear
movies
that
ever.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, man. What a great fucking movie.
I never got to see that actually.
Oh, it's
Dude, like,
it's
Whenever it
hilarious.
came out.
And it's
When
got
I
Mark
learned
Hamill in
Will
it.
Smith is a comic book guy. Oh man, I was in heaven.
And the other guy, the Brody.
Jason Mewes?
Yeah. Oh no. The one who owns the comic book store.
Oh, Ben Affleck.
No, there's him and there's the other one too.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
Yeah, fucking yeah, they're hilarious. And they
Wait,
do
Ben
they
Affleck owns a comic book store?
in the movie, or actually
Oh.
in the world, because I can't remember if he owned a comic book store in the first one.
Oh, and Clerks, I'm not sure.
And yeah, and Mallrat. No, because I think it was Mallrats where Ben Affleck was in.
Ben Affleck is a comic book guy though too. Like before he was fucking Batman. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a big Batman fan too.
Too bad he's in shitty
Yeah.
movies now, like Batman v Superman and Justice
I actually
League.
like that movie.
Wait, you like Batman v Superman?
I actually liked it.
it's a good movie. It doesn't, it's something comic book people bitch about, but it's still a good movie.
Yeah, it was well
Good
done.
movie about what?
I didn't read the comic book. I just saw
Which
Batman.
one?
Watch it and I didn't
Batman
like it.
versus
Batman
Superman?
versus Superman.
I don't
The-
know. I like
The
that
the first new DC one.
Oh, and
one. Yeah, I like that one.
I did
alright,
too.
So did you like Justice League or no?
I didn't
I
see.
enjoyed the
I
Justice
didn't see
League.
Justice League.
Yeah,
For what
I
it
haven't
was
seen
worth.
it yet.
I hated Justice League. I'm sorry. I thought it was terrible.
It was definitely
The
Like,
villain was awful.
the-
Like the CGI.
it
on
was
him
a beat. it was definitely a lot of B listing in there. Even though they had A list actors, it felt like B listing actors.
Blue.
It
So you
just
said-
wasn't the
mistake.
best played part. Let's put it that way.
Blue, you
what
said
did
you
you
hated
think?
you hated Justice League, right?
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
Oh, I love Justice League.
It was
Justice League was amazing. I thought.
What about
Justice
Wonder
League.
Woman? You guys like Wonder Woman?
I actually like
Well, I
Wonder
did. I
Woman.
think I did. Yeah, they
Just
did
like
really
Black
well on that.
Panther, I refuse to watch it.
Wonder
I
Woman?
did like Black Panther.
Yeah, dude. There's too many fucking the whole BLM things behind Black Panther and the whole feminist things behind Wonder Woman.
No, dude. Wonder Woman. It's
No,
really
Wonder
not that
Woman-
bad.
Yeah, Wonder Woman wasn't. I
Black
mean, it did,
Panther's
like
not-
There
Wonder
were,
Woman
like-
did not fall in line with.
Yeah, there were like
the
two
feminism
moments. There was like two moments. There was one. The biggest one was just like this thing where, what's his name? Chris.
It was more of a joke though. in
It
that.
was, yeah, but like what's a Chris something or other, or who's the main guy's name?
No, you
Yeah,
give me one
I'll have
now. I
to.
forgot
I'm
his
not.
name,
I'm
but-
not at the computer right now, so I'll have to look it up later. But the main guy is getting clothes for Wonder Woman because she's in her just like her hero suit, and that you can't walk down New York with that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And then the secretary's with him, and like she keeps asking her what a secretary does, and then she's just like, "So you're like his servant or something like that?" And like, yeah, that's about the only thing in there that's like you could say would be like a feminist type thing. The rest of it's
Okay.
oh man,
And
the scene at
and
the
Black
end.
Panther,
Ooh, when he's
Go
in
ahead.
the scene where the dude's in the plane and shit. Oh my god, that was
Oh,
so
yeah. That was
fucking
a-
well done.
yeah.
He's laughing, but it's that sad laugh and shit. Oh man, that was fucking epic.
The part that Woman got
But
bad
the-
was at the end when you fought Ares. I was thinking they were gonna like do a plot twist and be like, "Ha, Ares is really gone. It's just people want to kill each other." but they had good areas.
What's it called? Black Panther in the movie doesn't have any reference to like BLM or any social agenda.
Oh, I know.
Um,
Just because of the media attention and everything.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
it's left a bad taste in my mouth, and I ain't even watched it yet.
Well, there was
But
some
the-
definite
I mean,
heavy like
when you
undertones with that kind of shit,
yeah,
though.
I mean, at the end, towards the end, there was at the very end.
Well, and even like
um,
what? Because with they were interviewing the white guy in like the middle of the movie, and that they kept calling him like colonizer and shit, and some other stuff like that.
Oh yeah, but I mean, that's what I figured that's what Africans would call a white person in that, that like natural born Africans like would be calling us. I didn't take that as a dig because of the fact of they've always been in Wakanda. You know what I mean? Like that, like they've never like ventured out. Besides, of course, the leaders and stuff. But
But why would they call
Well,
us colonizers though? We never colonized. I mean, even if
we
you
never
want to,
colonized, we never colonized Wakanda, but we colonized all the way around Wakanda because we couldn't find Wakanda existing. So they would call us colonizers because if you look at the rest of Africa, we colonized that.
Also,
That's what-
That's the way I took it. That's
my
the way I
suspension of disbelief. I just feel like for Wakanda to exist, there's way too much inconveniences for Wakanda to exist.
The only thing I know is that the story that they wrote, the writer for Black Panther, was terrible.
oh yeah,
It was fucking
There's
boring
so many
as fuck.
inconveniences.
It was just so boring, man. Like, I don't understand how they think Killmonger was the best villain, because literally, like, it was so fucking cliche, the whole fucking story, and it was like, okay, is this over? I mean, me and my wife are just bored as fuck in it, and I was like going, damn, and I can't get into this. I want to get into it because I like Black Panther character.
They ruined Black Panther's character in that movie.
like oh no, he's a Wakandan. He can
Yeah.
challenge for the throne. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
it's like,
The fuck you letting him challenge the throne for? Why? Get the fuck out of my country.
Really, like that's what anyone else.
yeah, they could have easily kicked his ass out, and they just like, okay. And it was just so fucking cliche. Like all of a sudden he's the long son of the king, and I'm like, oh come on, man.
Also, whoever the main character of Black Panther is, what his name is, he has so much combat experience, but he
T'Challa?
loses to T'Challa, and he loses to some dude with tattoos. Get the fuck out of here! Like,
Well, that dude spent his life in
I know but
the military with training, but I still don't think you would have lost to somebody that was the legitimate Black Panther. Even though they took his powers away, he still wouldn't know how to fight.
Well, that doesn't make any sense either because, like, you can only have the powers if you're the king, but he had the powers before he was the king.
So you can effectively just.
Well, no, he was
get
the
power.
king. He was the king. Oh yeah, he didn't he?
Yeah, because
Because in the movie he came out and did the thing before his dad died.
yeah, and then he had the suit, and then after
And
he
that was
already
when
did
he
shit
had-
in the suit, they had the fight that made him king. And then
Yeah,
he
that
took
didn't make
the
sense,
purple. Yeah, then he took the purple thing, which but he should have already had the powers. So why would taking the yeah, no fucking sense.
Yeah, I didn't care for that movie. I hope that the next Black Panther movie actually
I don't think there's gonna be
is
another
good.
one.
There will be.
It made too much money.
It made way too much money. It almost made as much as Avengers Infinity War by itself. It's going to have another one. I just hope to God that they actually make a fucking storyline that is interesting.
How much did Infinity War make? Because I saw a post saying it made
It's-
nearly $1 billion.
Yeah, so it was at 900. Yes, 2 days ago.
Jesus.
Whenever I
And
saw
that's
it,
not
was
even.
800 million.
Is that?
Not even a week.
I was gonna say because did it launch like Friday last week?
It launched Thursday of last week.
Thursday of
so-
last week. So
Yeah,
it was
it
1 day
made-
shy of
it
a week,
made-
and it was already almost at $1 billion.
It made 900 million.
Fuck.
They said it was planned. It was they expected it to hit over the 1 billion mark that day.
Jesus.
Wasn't it like it's the #1 grossing movie of all time, right? It beat Titanic.
Opening no. It's the #1 opening opening weekend of all time.
Yeah, like the end scene with like the boat. Oh shit! I just gave away the ending of Titanic. I'm sorry.
Spoiler alert
Dude,
for
I
anybody
don't
who
know.
hasn't seen
You spoiled
Titanic,
Titanic for me? What is
and-
wrong with you?
and anybody who
I
hasn't
I don't know.
been to a
Titanic.
history class.
As long as it beats Avatar out, and
I didn't care for Avatar. I really
me
didn't.
neither.
I loved
Avatar's fucking-
Avatar.
I don't even know how the fuck Avatar is even up there.
Oh,
Because that was a
Avatar
dumbass.
is
That was a.
bad movie.
oh,
I thought it was
you
I
all
thought it
need
was
to
a terrible
die.
movie. No, that was a terrible
Blasphemy.
fucking
How
movie,
was it a
man.
terrible movie? It was a great movie.
It made no fucking sense. It was a fucking terrible movie.
How did it make no sense?
Because I can't even remember it. It was that fucking terrible.
Oh, this motherfucker.
No, the movie itself wasn't bad, but
It
like
was.
the only
No,
reason
it
I
was.
saw it was because everyone's like, "Oh my god, these effects!
Yeah,
it's
you
such
gotta
a,
see
it's
it.
like a
You gotta
life-changing
see it.
experience."
No,
I went and saw it for that, and I was like, "Yeah, it's cool, but it's not life-changing."
Well, yeah, that's overhype. I wouldn't call it life
people-
changing, but it was a
The
damn
effects?
good movie.
people talked about how great Avatar was at the special effects and everything, and you went there and you were just like, "Oh, okay." I mean,
I
it was
mean-
it was decent.
Well,
with
you
the
gotta
special
think,
effects, but
though.
it wasn't mind blowing.
The world looked real, and it was all CG.
For its
Yeah,
time,
but it still,
yeah.
but I know, but I mean, it still didn't. It didn't make me. I mean, looking back and knowing that, yeah, it's cool. But like in there, it just looked like a normal world. You know what I mean? That stuff didn't look like it was created. It looked like it was there. So I mean, it just wasn't anything that really made me go, my God, you know. I don't know. I just don't know how it ever became like one of the top grossing films.
It had a good story.
Nah.
We just both said we went and saw it because everyone was like, "Oh, you gotta see it! It's life-changing."
Yeah.
That's how it became the top-grossing film, right
I
there.
feel like that happens to good things all the time. Like, for example,
just-
use The Witcher 3, for example, here.
But see, I can understand I can understand the Titanic being up there because the Titanic had a really good narrative behind it. It
The
was actually one of
Titanic was the best go-get-pussy movie ever.
well, it was
That's
actually it was actually the best version of Titanic that I've seen.
How many?
Oh yeah, and on top of
movies are
that,
out
it's not
there?
even a bad movie. You go to the movie to fuck, and you end up watching the movie. It's
Yeah,
like, oh wow.
Blue, they've done so many fucking Titanic movies over the years.
It's how did you do so many movies about a ship that sank way back when? You know.
Well, because I mean, that was the first. I think that was actually like the first big budget one. They tried doing a TV show about it. They tried. I mean, we're talking like years and
Oh, I
years
think
ago,
they
back
were
whenever I was young.
Are you talking about those old Titanic movies? Where it's like the first one, then the second one.
Yeah,
and they're
like whenever I was young.
Oh, I
like-
know what you're talking. Oh my God,
and then the
that's terrible.
documentary about it, and it just never. None of them were really ever good, but that one actually was good. It had a good love story too behind it, and
Have you seen those? Have you seen that Titanic 2 or 3 one where it's like reversing government agents and this shit?
no, I wasn't talking about those. Those are the.
Oh my God, it's terrible. I'm sorry.
But I do think Avengers: Infinity War will eventually take over the number one spot for all movies.
Oh, probably.
I think I saw the meme of the week today, and it's because I finally understand it after last podcast, which was
Yeah.
choose your favorite Infinity War character, and it was like 5 different piles of ashes. I was like, oh god, that's awesome.
I think
That
like
was funny. Though, did it not hurt you whenever you saw? So you saw it, right?
No.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
I already knew they were
spoiler
coming.
alert, Batman dies. So
After last podcast, though, you guys said you weren't spoiling it by describing outfits and colors, but I think anyone that could count to 5 realized who you were
Well,
talking
no.
about.
Wait. Let's make it clear. Trism spoiled everything.
I did.
yeah, Trism.
Yeah,
play your
Trism,
fault.
what's your Twitter
That's
so we can
true.
put it in the description when people get mad?
Make sure you send them hate messages. Make sure you
I'll
tell
do
them
it.
how
I'll
you're
do
gonna
it.
beg
I'll do
his
it.
mother.
He's not 18 yet, so you can't send him dick pics.
Not yet.
Disclaimer.
Well, unless you send them underage dick pics.
That's
tough.
even worse.
That's even worse.
Well,
No, that'll
not
just
if
get
the
you
person
both
that-
in trouble.
Not if the
Oh.
person sending them to you is underage as well.
Oh, yes, it will.
Well, no, not if it's his own thing.
Oh, yes, it will.
Twitter's
There are
a-
plenty of
Only in
states
certain
that.
states,
Well,
like
okay.
Oklahoma.
I don't. There are
Ain't
plenty
child
of states
marriage
that
legal
will
over there?
prosecute you for taking pictures of yourself naked and sending them to other people. Fucking
Yeah, it makes no
retarded.
fucking sense to me.
Yeah, yeah. producing child porn. Bitch, it's me.
Razik,
I am the
Razik,
child
I can definitely spoil the whole movie, but like, I don't know, man. Like that movie, it still has left me in fucking awe.
I
Infinity.
like the
Gauntlet.
ending a lot.
I don't feel so well, Mr. Stark.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Oh my god, Spider-Man's death. I should. Wait, I just spoiled for Geek.
Oh, I think you already knew because of the fact that the way I reacted.
Yeah, Rambo
that-
going.
I think
know
everybody
how-"
already
Yeah, that
knows
totally
everybody
gave it away.
dies.
That hurt, man. That one hurt bad.
It's like as soon as Doctor Strange died, I'm like, I don't care. And then Spider-Man dies. Oh no.
So I will totally put that link in there, Trism. That's the best Twitter I've ever seen.
Oh, thanks, man. Because
I think I've just decided
He's like, I just made it up.
if I get permanently suspended off Twitter for good, I think I'm just gonna stay off
Oh.
Twitter.
When you click the link, it goes to the best
Oh.
Twitter account available.
Don't even
Ah.
wait. Don't even wait for
Who
that,
is it?
man. Just get off Twitter.
wait, who is it? I'm curious. I'm actually curious.
I'm gonna be part of Gangsters Club, the
It
non-Twitter
went to my
guys.
Twitter.
It's fucking AIDS,
does it?
bro.
That's funny. I didn't
Facebook might be cancer, but Twitter is just straight up AIDS.
To be
Twitter
fair,
is like if you block half the like 3/4 of the users,
That's
It becomes
Trism's
a-
Twitter in the chat.
it becomes a pretty decent place.
What do you think about Twitter? Like you can't.
Yeah, but
I
you'll
think
still
a lot
get
of
banned
things-
then.
Yeah,
like Shane.
I've been
Oh, you
kicked
know what?
off
I
that.
haven't checked in like a
uh,
week. Let me see if my old account's back.
I haven't been kicked off. I've been kicked off Twitter's too many fucking times. Like one more time and I'll be coming back.
I don't care about it.
I wonder what's gonna be labeled. They're gonna label one of my tweets as hate speech because I think
I have
tweeted
actually
Nope,
Oh,
account
uh,
suspended.
I've actually got to the like now to where I'll see a tweet and I want to respond to it and I'm like, nah. I know what's gonna happen.
See, they're
As soon
getting
as
they're
I
getting you
respond
to
to it-
censor yourself, man.
That's why
I have to
can't
because
Twitter.
otherwise I
Bro,
can't
that's
use
that
the platform.
Orwellian.
Seriously,
Bro,
I
that's
said
that Orwellian thought police.
Yeah,
I said I didn't want to get into politics on Twitter anymore, but it's like you can't avoid it.
it's
Like,
too hard
if
not
you go
to.
if you go on trending, if you go on the trending page, like International Pizza Day, you see a tweet about Donald Trump. I'm like, motherfucker, leave me
Dude.
alone.
That's
Like-
why you don't go on Twitter.
There's a process now before I respond to a tweet or make a tweet myself. I think, are these guys going to
Well,
argue and my phone's going to blow up, or am I going to lose this account too? If any of that
You're
is
like-
almost yes, I just don't do it.
And
You
that's
were
why
like,
you
what
shouldn't
would
even be
Jesus
on it.
do?
Pretty much. I mean,
I don't even think Facebook's that
Just
bad,
let it
too.
go. Just let it go. Let Twitter
So-
die.
so I just went back to doing stupid shit. Like I took pictures of Baja Blast in Walmart the other day because it's summertime and it's
That's
back.
a
I tweeted that.
Baja Blast of slavery.
Much better than arguing with like the Brimstone's boyfriends he's been talking to or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it is.
How many boyfriends does he have now?
Tons.
Uh,
They all
I don't know.
Is it like a four-way song?
know-
or is it like five?
No, they're the dudes that want Rambo's nuts. Guy, it could just be one. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
They want to suck Rambo's nuts while blowing Brimstone. So, at once, with lots of porn.
See, this is why I don't go on Twitter like ever.
Man.
That's why I never made it.
No,
Twitter.
I've got
Honest-
people like I don't block them or I don't mute them, but I've got these people that like I don't even talk about them. I don't even bring up like a subtweet or any sort of sub context about them or anything like that. Just simply all about gaming or whatever, or talking to Shane or whatever like that, back and forth. But somehow every tweet that I do somehow relates to them. Somehow they think, and so they.
It's like they're paranoid. Like Rambo
Yeah.
could win a trophy, and I'm like, oh, how close are you to the platinum? And then they're like, oh, fucking console peasant, just out of nowhere. I mean,
Unironically, they've become the thing they hated. It's kind of funny to think about. Just like no bullshit. They became the very thing they hated.
Well, the thing is that with them though, is that they pretend like they don't like the censorship thing or whatever, but yet they fully support like Destiny and all them.
Definitely. And I think
because it's also on PC.
Was 4 count
No,
Dangerfield
not
in the
Destiny the
channel.
game. Destiny the
Oh, yeah.
YouTuber.
Okay.
Are you serious? He was? He was
I don't
actually-
want
What?
to sound
Yeah,
misjudgy,
yeah.
but I watch Destiny talk or do any debate. He's like an asshole. Like someone you
Wait,
don't want to talk
Blue.
to.
Blue. He needs to get something.
Not
He needs to do
something.
something. He needs to do something with. He needs to do something like with his overgrown wealth now.
He
I
needs
know,
to
right?
buy
Because-
Twitter.
God, that would be fucking nice.
Bro, what if he bought out Twitter?
Dude, imagine he
As
bought
long as
Twitter.
Microsoft doesn't do it, we're good.
There would be a lot of people. I can guarantee if he bought Twitter, there'd be a lot of fucking people banned, but it wouldn't be us.
Imagine he buys Twitter and then he
It'd
just
be the
posts
opposite.
everything.
It'd be
He
the
opens the
opposite of what
floodgates.
Twitter is today.
Seriously, though, you guys really need to think that Microsoft might do that. They bought LinkedIn. I mean,
I don't have a
LinkedIn
Twitter, so
became
why would I
shit.
care?
and then
I don't think they
Well-
would buy Twitter though.
I hope not. I mean,
If they
fuck.
did, I'd quit
I think
using it.
they'll fire
Me
you
too.
for swearing, won't they? Because on Xbox they might ban you for saying.
Because
one thought.
Microsoft would make it worse than fucking Jack has.
Oh, easily and much faster too.
Yeah, it'd be ruined within a
All right,
year.
then, I'm all for it. Microsoft buy Twitter. I need Twitter to
I
burn
mean,
to
could
the
you
ground.
imagine tweeting Phil Spencer and like if you said something mean, you would be done.
Not even mean. I mean, it doesn't have to be
You're
mean.
just like
Slightly negative.
just asking him like when's the next exclusive coming out? Quit. Okay, you're done.
Suspension. By the way,
You
you
were asking me on
Xbox
the internet,
gamers
man.
don't play your games. You guys seriously don't.
We're turning it into a service. You have to pay us $9.99 per tweet.
No, but you know what's the moment I realized Xbox guys don't play their games? Like, I was playing Sea of Thieves of GoGet last night, and
Oh, I'm
every
sorry.
player we encountered was on PC. Like, I think GoGet was the only guy I was playing with that was on Xbox. Play Sea of
Wait,
Thieves.
Goget has an Xbox?
Yeah, he does, sadly.
Traitor.
Fucking peasant.
Traitor.
That's all Go Get actually plays on is the Xbox. He's like an Xbox fanboy.
Definitely.
Traitor.
I think
He
GoGet
just
also,
pretends he likes PC.
he's gay too. I think GoGet's gay too, so even worse.
Well, he is a furry, so
Oh, that's even worse.
I know.
I
Fucking
think we like put
furries.
him in the concentration camp.
Oh,
Make him
You
do
can't
something
be a
weird.
straight furry, as far as I know.
Yeah, all furries are gay, but not all gays are furries, bro. It's like rule number one of life. All right, Goget. You're a disappointment.
No, but it's,
Go Get until you add me on PSN. I don't believe that you actually have a PlayStation.
but here's the thing. No, I don't think Xbox guys play Sea of Thieves. I think majority of if I had to take an educated guess, majority of Sea of Thieves player base is on PC. I guarantee.
Yeah, all
That's a
100
wild
people
guess.
that play Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, like the 100 people. Like, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think that's anything to brag about. But
I don't
And
think it's
because
even
it's one of the
100.
easiest games to be a griefer in. Of course, they're all on PC.
they made that game just nothing but like a griefer's paradise. Living in the griefer's
The thing
paradise.
is, I had fun playing Sea of Thieves last night. It was fun.
I don't know how the fuck you did, man.
I know, right?
I was playing. I think that's because I was playing with GoGet and some other.
Did y'all
guys.
just fuck around?
Yeah, and
Okay,
we started
well,
some
that's the
ship
reason why you had
twice.
fun.
And
That's the reason why you had fun.
as GoGet can describe in chat, I'm the best ship driver of all time. So
Oh, so you
Well, the
guys
only
did get
thing-
off the island. Congratulations.
Well, you're one up on Shane there.
So wait a minute, Go Get. You sit there and say that you actually have a PlayStation, but you don't have a PSN account.
how does that work? Like saying you have
How do you
a,
play single
What'd you-
player games? I don't know.
Well, you still have to make a fucking PSN.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
Well, that's dumb.
You don't have to
can't
pay
just,
for. You
you
don't
can't
have to pay
just
for
sign
anything.
in. You can't just sign in as guest.
No. It gives you like a generic account when you first sign in.
I thought that would be guessed.
No.
Well, I remember back when I had one. You can create a profile.
You can
on
create
the
a
actual
guest.
PlayStation.
Yeah, you can create a guest, but what I'm saying though is if it's just the one account on the PlayStation, it'll give you a generic.
Well, I
Okay.
thought creating a PlayStation,
Also-
like a PSN, is different from like an actual on console profile. Like,
No.
there's people.
No, PSN is just basically your when we say you have a PSN, it means you have a gamer tag.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
it.
But
It doesn't-
maybe
it doesn't-
I didn't know you had to actually create one. That's kind of
Yeah,
stupid.
you have to. Well,
Yeah,
why?
on the PS4 you do, yeah.
Well,
Same thing
what
on
if you just
Xbox.
wanted to play? Well, what if you don't connect to the internet on that thing?
You don't have to worry about that. Like the PSN account has nothing to do with connecting to the internet.
No, you just gotta
It's
make a
basically just your profile.
No, you just gotta
I
make
mean-
like a profile. You don't.
Yeah,
you,
it's just your
making a
profile
PSN
to let
account's
you know what,
different.
like, so that way you can keep track of the games you played and stuff like that. And if you buy any games digitally, it keeps it
I thought
onto
that-
your account.
I thought that was that sounds like a PlayStation Network thing, and I thought that was only for online stuff.
No,
No,
PSN account's different. Like if you have
PSN
no
account.
internet-
PSN account is like just your
Man,
basically your
it's changed.
profile, and PS Plus is the internet part.
I remember
don't
when
have
I
to-
was. I
You don't
remember-
even have to have a PS Plus to talk in party chats
Oh, no, you
or
don't.
to
Play free to plays online.
yeah.
Oh, I know.
Which
I
Xbox should take care of
don't
that.
remember-
They get that
I
as
don't
well,
remember
I think.
needing to create that because I never. There was a time I didn't have a PSN back on. Like this was back in 2015.
Well, a long time ago, like, did you have a PlayStation? Did you have a PlayStation, or did you have a?
I had a PS4, like a PS4.
You had a PSN then, if you signed into, if you create, because you just
Yeah, I
didn't
had
start
one
out
on
as a-
PS3. I had one on PS3, but I created a what's it called? What was it called? It was a PSN, like the profile thing on the actual console. Like you know how you can set up multiple profiles on the actual console for whether or not there's multiple people that get on it.
right. So you signed in with your PS3 gamer tag, and then
No,
Like,
actually,
yes?
I couldn't remember it, so I created a new one. I think.
okay, so you created a PSN then.
Yeah, but I didn't think. I thought that was completely voluntary. I didn't know that.
It
you
is.
actually
Well, I
had
mean,
to.
it is voluntary. I mean, it's not really voluntary. They do that because of the fact. I mean, it's created like the same thing with Steam. Like whenever you go in there, you have to create a profile so that way, if you when you buy games, that
But yeah, but Steam is entirely digital though.
yeah, but there's
Oh.
digital games on PlayStation.
Consoles
Yeah.
aren't far from it.
Well, yeah, they're not
I
far
mean,
from it, but you can
if
still
you-
play games with the disc. And I thought that
Right. But if you, if you bought any DLC or anything like that, they have to be able to keep track of that.
And if you buy a physical PC game now that comes with a Steam key inside of it, and that's
You
how
would
you
have to
have
use
to
something-
install it, yeah.
and that's why I didn't buy the DRM free stuff.
But if you also go to, like, say if you go to buy say if you buy God of War Deluxe Edition, like at the store, you come home and it has one of the codes inside there. You enter the code. Well, you have to have an account so that way, whenever you sign in, like say if you come over to my house and you want to sign into that, so that way you have access to your stuff that you have. Because if it just was guests, then there'd be like just one. Anybody who signed in as guests would have access to everybody's fucking games that they bought.
Well, what if
Yeah. Not
what if
all
you don't have
content is
internet
on
the
disc
PlayStation?
anymore.
What if you
Huh?
don't have internet on the PlayStation? Would you still be able to play games?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean don't have the internet like at all? Like, there's no internet in your
Yeah,
house?
like it can. Yeah, it cannot connect to the internet. Like the PlayStation cannot connect to the internet. Like
You
don't have
can.
internet.
You would have to, but before you'd have to do anything, you'd have to go to, like, say, a library or whatever, and get a thumb drive to download the update, and then the actual UI update. Stick it into your PS4, and then let it update, and then you'd be able to play all the games you wanted. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I thought you could just at least put, like,
Console
a
master
disc-
race.
Well, no, it would be the same thing. Well, it'd be the same thing as if it was like Steam. Like, say if Steam was on a console, we're just gonna say like Steam, like the PS4 was a Steam console, right? And so Steam sends out, to GameStop and everything, all these, Steam consoles. When I go to buy one, and you know how like you have Steam on your PC and it automatically updates Steam, the UI in Steam and all that stuff, like for reasons or whatever reason
Yeah.
they have.
If
Well,
I'm
whenever I buy
online,
that, whenever I buy that PS4 or that Steam console, it might have been sitting there since 3 updates ago. So I have to get the current update to be able to play the current games.
So you couldn't be able to, like, let's say for instance, you went to the store and got God of War, and you
Right.
don't have internet on your PlayStation. Would you still at least be able to play the base game, like just the game?
Yeah.
Sometimes
yes,
the
as long
update
as-
comes
as
on,
long as
on
you-
the disc, right?
Well, the update for the game is always on that this DLC, but you don't ever actually have you don't have to download the update. You can play the game without installing the update.
Unless the system
Unless
software
it's a
needs to update.
Yeah, if the
Because
system
that
software needs
happens
to
on my
update,
Vita all the time where I
yeah,
can't
if the system
play a game.
software needs to update, you have to go update the system software. But you can do that simply without internet, because you can go just take a thumb drive to anywhere with a PC, download the free update, come home, plug it into your PS4, and you're good to go. But like I can go, because there's a couple of games where if you try to get the platinum before the update happened, it was much easier because when they updated, they made the. So what we would do is we would take the disc out or delete the game off of our system, put the disc in, let the disc load, but then whenever you see the update and downloading, stop the download of the update and play the game.
And it's been a while since I played consoles because I'm still in the mindset of like the PS3 where you didn't need to connect to the internet like at all. You could play whatever game you wanted. And
You had to get no. Wait a minute, because in the PS3 you had to connect to the internet too in order to update the firmware for the UI.
Yeah, update the firmware, but I'd assume
That's all you have to do now.
I'd assume you can still play games on PS3 without doing that.
No, you can't.
Really?
Yes, they make it mandatory updates because what would happen is that soon after the PS3 Slim was introduced, people started figuring out that if they didn't update their UI, that they could hack the system. And so ever since that very first time that it was hacked, PlayStation and Xbox then made all their updates mandatory.
But go get a brand new PC and try to play or download, for that matter, any game. Go ahead. I'll wait.
See, I still remember when I got my first PS3. We didn't have internet in our house at the time. And it came with like COD 4, it came with all these different games. And I was able to play them just fine, just a single player. And that was more than
your house.
Huh? This is back in 2009.
So
So it was before the mandatory updates.
Which I can't imagine they'd actually force you to be online to play a lot of these games.
They don't force you to be online. They force the only thing that they force is online. The fact that you have to just be online long enough to get the update to the UI, and you don't actually have to be online for that. Like I said, you can download it free from the free computers at the library.
Yeah, well
but they do that is because it's like
just want to play the games.
Well, yeah, but that's the reason why they do that is because say that update 1.4, okay? We're gonna say this is what happened on the PS3. People got to update 1.4, and the hackers decided to start delving into update 1.4. Well, whenever update 1.5 came out, they didn't update their system because they were still working on trying to hack 1.4. And they figured out how to hack it. People were downloading games off the PSN for free, like full games. Like they didn't have to worry about paying for anything. They just had full access to everything in the store. And so when PlayStation found that out, they started like making the thing mandatory because what would happen is that, it wasn't like immediately right after the next update they didn't make mandatory, and same thing happened there. And so whenever they figured out that people were like spending all their time just figuring out that last update instead of updating their consoles, then they started making it mandatory. So that way, every time that somebody had to, like every time you try to connect to a game, it forced if you hadn't updated your UI, it forced you to update it so that way you couldn't play any current game without updating your system. Now, people were still you can still buy like PS3s that have like that hackable UI on there, but you can't play any game released after that. You can play all the games released before it, but you just can't play any game released after it.
Well, I see why they did it, but still.
All this, and if they had just enabled homebrew, it would have been all good.
Fuck's homebrew.
Custom software.
They had custom software on the PS3 in the very beginning. So whenever the PS3 Slim, because you could put Linux on there, you could do whatever you wanted to on the PS3. And but as soon as they updated, they made the PS3 Slim, they took the customization away, and so that then became where all the problems happened.
Remember, you used to be able to make your wallpaper whatever you wanted it to be. Now you,
You can.
Although
well, you can.
that should be changing now, though, with the
Well, you can in the PS4 for sure, but you can also in the PS3.
what is it? The FTC's new ruling
The FTC won't let me be or let me be me free. So
Let me be.
with
Well,
the you can't because I just saw another thing on it too where they're giving Sony, Nintendo, and a few others 30 days to stop putting warranty void if removed stickers on their products.
Oh, you hear that?
yeah, but that's still not gonna fix. I mean, the PS4 lets you do a custom background anyway, but that still wouldn't work on that because it's still not. It's one step closer.
It's
to
yeah,
allowing
it's
us
one
to
step.
be able
The
to-
next step is software.
Yeah.
The next step is saying you can't void warranty for tinkering with software.
Man, it's so controlling.
Oh, is somebody in there trolling already?
No, I said so controlling.
Oh,
Like, ah,
Dude, I know. It's why I could
it
never.
doesn't bother me. It's their
I'm-
fucking product.
I'm too much. And that's why I don't buy them. Cause
yeah.
I like tinkering with shit. I
They
like
have full
I like
reign over their
hacking my
product, but I
phone,
don't like that.
and I like
I have no
overclocking
reason,
my PC.
I have no reason to be able to
Oh, Nintendo.
to be able to go in there and
dude, like on my
you know-
PSP, I got a Game Boy Advance emulator running on that thing.
yeah, I have no want to be playing Game Boy Advance on my PS Vita or anything. I bought the Vita for the Vita, not Vita so I could play.
Yeah,
everything
but
else.
having those in addition, I mean, they're great mobile
I don't
games.
like emulators.
You could buy it for both.
They're great mobile
Also,
games, and
when I played-
they're fun to have.
When I played on PC, I refused to download any emulator.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't-
I kind of, well, I have them, but I prefer the
I
raw
would
experience.
I don't actually have any
Yeah.
emulators on my PC, only on my phone and my
And I look-
PSP.
I kind of looked down on emulation.
I have emulator.
Depends. It depends.
That's why I
It
didn't
depends.
like backwards compatibility.
older games. I don't care for them more because I mean, how are you gonna buy them new? How are you gonna buy old games new?
It's not about buying them new. You can buy them used.
Buy them used from
If I had an old GameCube,
eBay.
I would play it.
eBay. Yeah. but
Why
that's
should
still
I have to
helping
buy
them.
them used? I already bought them. In fact, I
That's
have the
still-
I have the cartridges in my
Well, then
room.
you
So
should
it
still be
still
able to
hurts to
play 'em.
develop.
I don't have my Advance anymore. I don't know what happened to it. I think my ex-girlfriend stole it.
Then you should buy it in advance.
Why? I shouldn't have to,
Wait a minute. What a dirty cunt. Taking your video games?
right?
No.
Yeah, that's why you smack her cock. That's what you do.
At least she didn't take my computer or
I'd
Uh,
mushroom stamp that bitch so hard she would have thought she needed to go to the post office.
dude, she did it while I was out of the house, bro. I was at work and I thought we were gonna have lunch. And so she didn't come over for lunch, and I was fucking calling her nonstop, thinking she had gotten
She
into a
lied to you
car
about
accident
food?
or
Fuck
something.
That lady.
Bro, I thought she was dead or some shit. And then I come home and fucking half my shit's gone, and there's a note saying basically bye.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say what's up to Chris and Omega Jim.
So you're saying a woman stole
What's up,
from
guys?
you?
And Razik, I think that you are a dirty human.
Well, for emulator,
Wait, so
Yes.
thanks, sir.
I'm just
I
kidding.
have a PS2 emulator.
I think
I've
you
never
are a dirty
emulated
human.
anything newer than GameCube.
I've never emulated any.
I emulated SNES games, and I don't care because guess what? If I were to buy those games, I'm still not supporting the developer.
I emulate porn. Does that count?
I don't.
How does that work, huh?
You gotta download this app called Pornhub, and you gotta like. add
That's not
your
really
virtual
emulating
roles to
porn.
it. Yeah, you didn't gotta like.
It's
download
just porn.
No. I'm trying to like backwards this. I can't.
Yeah, you're trying your best, but it's failing.
Like even PS2 games, like if I were to try to buy them off of eBay, Sony still doesn't get any of the money for it, nor the.
Go get. You are a dirty human.
And a lot of those studios are probably closed.
Doesn't matter.
How does it
The
not?
original disc and the original hardware is the best experience possible.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
except when it doesn't work. Like
Then you
the
should go buy another one.
Fuck that, dude. You know how much money I spent getting the PS2 to work and then it quit on me fucking like
That's what happened.
6
That's
months
life,
later?
man.
Fuck that.
That's life.
Well, you know the
If your
phrase
car
work
quit,
smarter,
if your
not
car
harder.
quit work, if your car quit working, you go buy another car, right?
No, I'd fix it.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
I try to get it fixed.
If it's unfixable,
Depends
buy
on
another
how.
car, right?
Depends
Yeah,
on what
but I'd buy a
unfixable
newer
means.
car. I wouldn't buy the same old ass car.
but if you wanted to go buy and if you like bought a new car and you're like, man, I really miss that '68 Mustang, you would go buy a '68 Mustang. You wouldn't turn your new car into a fucking '68 Mustang.
Yeah, but I can fix a 68 Mustang. I can't fix a PS2.
Well, then you need to go to school and figure it out.
What? They don't sell the parts.
It doesn't matter. You need to go to school and figure it out.
Yeah.
How will you
Duh,
update your
Pete.
PS2?
I mean, really?
I'm on a podcast full of dirty.
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
humans, man.
Jesus, I should just know how to create my own PCBs and fucking, you know.
You
Come on,
should.
Pete. Start
Yeah.
printing that shit out in your garage.
God, what was I thinking?
You should. You should.
Rambo's 100% right here.
I
Wait,
am.
wait,
Like,
I
if
have a question though.
And
What
besides,
about
if you
games?
have a 68 Mustang and it breaks, you can't go buy another brand new 68 Mustang.
Right,
They'll
you go
make
buy
it
another.
more.
You go buy another used one.
And it's got someone else's problems.
Not if you bought it from a grandma.
Oh, well, that's.
Yeah, not many of them left.
Dude, I'm still that's my dream. Waiting to find an old lady that only drove like a nice ass muscle car to church on Sundays and wants to
I'm
sell it
waiting-
for like fucking Scotch butters,
I'm waiting
candies,
till-
or whatever.
I'm waiting until I come across a yard sale and it actually ends up becoming a divorce sale where she's pissed off. And like,
That's a
here,
good
you can
one,
you
too.
can have the fucking doll. You can have the car for $1. Be like, all right.
As long as you can
what's funny
sign the
is that me
title
and my-
over now, we got a deal.
me and my wife were driving around looking for yard sales the other day, a few months ago or whatever, about a month ago, and a big ass sign out says divorce sale, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go, man.
Let's go to
Like,
that one.
And they were both there, like the husband and wife were both there. And I was
Well,
like,
fuck,
this is
wouldn't
fucking
you be?
Awkward. Well, yeah, but this is awkward, man, because they were not happy with each other.
Because
Like, they
yeah,
were
because
not
he
at
knew
all.
if he wasn't there, she'd be like, yeah, you can have this for 25
Yeah.
cents.
It was just it was like oh boy, man, I don't know if like you could feel the tension at that place, but it was a bunch of shit that they were selling. I was like, man, fuck this, Beanie Babies and all that. Like, I wanted a fucking car,
You
like,
won the car.
or his fucking game collection. You could have simply like sold his game collection to me for $1.
You got to capitalize on people's problems nowadays. That's why I love pawn shops around here. I just went to one again the other day and got a fucking sound bar for $20.
Your fucking pawn shop sells shit for cheap, man. Like around here,
Well, that's
My
because they
pawn
have
shop
so
thinks
much of it.
Yeah, it's
my
Vegas,
pawn
man.
shop
There's
thinks they're gold.
well, but that's the thing. There's probably 1,000 more pawn shops in
Hold
the
up.
same area in
Oh, well, yeah.
Vegas. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
like
sure.
10 in this area between Nevada and Arizona. But there's so many casinos and drug addicts everywhere. People that got gambling problems or drug problems are gonna get rid of some
Yeah,
shit for some money.
They probably got stacks of PS3s and 4s and fucking.
They do.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, how much are PS4s over there then?
$150.
Oh my god.
Not too bad.
Bro, that's
And the
Oh,
longer
really
it
good,
sits
yeah.
there, the cheaper it gets. They have a tag on it that says buy it today. It
You
costs
get it
this
in
much. Buy it
over time.
next
yeah.
week this much. I mean,
Yeah, there's pawn shops around here that do the same thing.
Did you guys hear about that bank truck that the back doors broke and all the money?
Yeah,
was on the floor?
and the police are asking people to.
To get
If you
the
happen
money
to pick
back.
up any, of the $600,000, could you please return it?
where did this happen?
Yeah, no,
On the
right?
highway
A bank
somewhere.
truck. The backs of a bank truck broke off, and money flew out everywhere.
Yeah,
and
but like what
police
city and
arrested
state?
people
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
What street? Do you got a GPS coordinates
Well,
or something?
There was a white truck that they're looking for, like 2 people in a white truck or whatever that picked up a whole bag.
You know what happened? Also,
Like-
apparently a school driver, like a school bus driver.
Yeah, school bus driver stopped with the kids in the fucking bus.
Well, I would too.
Yeah, I'm like going, I would have been retiring that day.
Money,
Yep. Sorry,
dude.
kids. You're gonna be late today.
No, the secret is you take the money and then you bury it in the back for a bit. So you weigh it out and then deposit.
No,
it
you go
slowly.
spend it at fucking McDonald's, man. Like just
I would
go
have made those kids help me on that bus. I'd be like, come on, pay
Ah,
a few of your parents'
dude,
bills.
you just
Go.
take
take a
it to the casino and it's laundered.
yeah. I was like, there's so many ways to launder fucking money that like without actually having to pay somebody to launder money.
Buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I think the casino thing would be good. Like, just like take it in and ask for larger bills or smaller bills, or
Oh, just take it
Yeah.
in, cash it in for chips, play a couple hands of blackjack or something, and then yeah,
And leave.
bring it back and ask for, you know, if it was 20s and ask for hundreds or whatever.
And walk out the money and make sure no one sees you. The money, you'll probably
in
get
a
jumped.
casino. Okay, no one's gonna see you.
Yeah. Like
No,
so you're videotaped
Well,
everywhere you're at.
Yeah, more cameras
You
in
would
Area
think-
51.
you would think that Rambo's right, saying, yeah, you're videotaped everywhere you're at, and that's 100% right. But in my town in fucking Nevada, Harris Casino the ATM has been stolen twice in 3 months,
Are you serious?
and they have not caught the guys.
Oh my
Neither
God.
time.
That's
Well, I can
funny.
tell you that casino has some very poor ass fucking security.
Those guys are
Well, the
legends.
security guard's like 400 pounds and can't catch anyone, and
But
I
still,
don't
I mean,
think
if
they
you
can
could-
fire him for being fat.
So
to be able to steal a fucking ATM isn't the easiest and quickest thing to do. So it seems like even if he couldn't run, he'd be able to at least walk over there before they got the fucking thing out the door.
Well, they
I
just go
think
in
they
there
would
with
have
a fucking
bolted
hand
it to
truck.
the ground by now.
You
Right?
would
Or
think.
chained it up or some shit. Fuck.
What's stupid
you
is
tell me is if you're gonna steal, make sure you steal it from a fat guy. Is that what you're
It's
telling
still
me?
so fucking hard to open up the damn ATM
oh,
afterwards.
dude, the ATMs are worth more than the money inside them.
Oh yeah.
Like they usually have a reward for like $50,000 or some shit because yeah, they're worth like $250,000 or something, and they only carry, you know, what, 10 grand in cash or something stupid like that.
Quick, I'll ask you guys one thing. If you guys were driving by and you saw $600,000 in bags in the ground, would you all? Everyone here would stop the ground, right? Everyone
Yeah.
here.
Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That money's
It was a
insured.
donation. It was
They
a
made a generous
donation.
donation to the. They made a generous donation to the ground, and the ground's communist, so it refunded everyone.
The rules of maritime salvage state that the finder of a sunken treasure is the owner of a sunken treasure.
Then
And I'll
cops
just
can't
pu-
do
I'll
anything
just
about it.
I'll just pour a little water on it.
Just imagine how much is in one bag. Like, I guarantee one bag for is like maybe like 50 grand in it or something like that.
I'll take it. Sure.
Well, some truck made off with the whole bag.
That guy's pointing put it. This is going too much about attention. Fuck you guys.
I'd be like, let's go to Best Buy.
Ramos, he make all right. I got the money. Time to buy 10 more PlayStations and
I
5
got-
more Xboxes just for the fucking hell of it.
Well, I say I'm gonna buy everybody a 4K TV, and then I'm gonna buy a bunch of fucking PlayStation 4 Pros, and I might buy an Xbox. Who knows?
I might buy the X. You know, he'll buy up all the Xboxes so no one else can actually buy.
You buy all the Xbox.
So, did you pick the name Olive Branch so you can say I extended the olive branch? And yeah, they didn't take it. It's kind of
Yeah.
clever.
This fucking
Little
guy.
Olive Branch. If you actually just say who you are, then nobody's gonna fuck with you. But I mean, if you're
Olive
coming in here to
Branch.
talk to somebody else inside of the fucking chat, how the fuck is he supposed to know who the hell you are?
Well, who?
Olive Branch. I think you just need to come out of the closet. We know you're gay, Olive Branch. I think you're definitely gay. Just be honest, man. I'm just accusing everyone of being gay. You can tell.
Sounds like
of
something
War.
a gay person would do.
Yeah, I thought so. It's kind of a projection.
Exactly.
I ain't no faggot.
I don't know about that.
You're the one who came up with this idea, not us.
I only wanted to ask him. Ask who?
Is it Sierra? Go get.
It's probably.
Like if it
Sierra's
is,
gay, right?
if it is, like you just really need to get a fucking life by now, man. Like seriously.
I remember like vaguely seeing some of his videos at one point.
What
Oh,
is
he's
he
a
does he
fucking idiot.
make? What's he do?
Racist videos.
Oh,
He
so he's one of those
makes
people.
stupid-ass
All right.
response videos.
Is he gonna tell me to check my privilege real quick? Like, check the mail for my privilege card?
No, no, he thinks that white people are superior.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Well, some
That's-
are. He's not.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he wants to say white people are superior because he can't accomplish anything. So he looks like Elon Musk and say, Elon Musk is there because I'm like, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, we need neither. God of War.
Is it
3
good?
point, 3 point, oh God, yes. 3.1 million in 3 days.
EA, single player games are dead, guys.
That's not bad though.
I don't even know what his
It's getting
beliefs
to the
are.
point where Forza 7's dragging on, but I'm not gonna quit.
You think?
No, I'm not gonna quit because I'm in the last championship, and if I quit, I'm gonna it's gonna drag.
It-
Xbox is
yeah.
gonna be releasing Forza 8 XD Fuck You Edition. It's gonna be at 4K 9000 FPS. Now buy it now.
What's funny is there's like a rumor that Nier will be coming to the Xbox One, and like Tim Dog put out a thing saying that you'll be able to play it on Xbox, so the only place where you can play it in 4K. And I'm like,
That's
dude,
funny.
if a high powered PC wasn't able to get that thing running at 4K 60, you sure as fuck ain't playing it on the Xbox One X at 4K 60.
But Rambo, the Xbox One X can run an old Xbox original game at 16 times MSA at 4K.
Wait, are you telling me? Hold on. You guys remember when what was it? The like OG Halo came out on the Xbox and it couldn't even run that. It barely was able to run that without frame skips.
Yeah, but now it runs at 4K 60.
Immersion.
Oh, did you see my picture, Shane? About the Xbox exclusives?
What
On
exclusive?
Twitter?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Let me go look.
What's
That's
exclusive
it.
to the Xbox now?
Let's and when people say that Xbox has no exclusives, and I took a picture of the 4K movie section.
Yes, he did.
Make sure you tweet at Colt Eastwood with that.
What's funny is that people
Not
like
even
there's
really any good movies in that picture, Rambo.
a Hulk.
Like which Hulk?
Hulk,
The first one.
Jigsaw, and Jumanji, I guess.
The OG Jumanji?
Yeah, the new one.
The new one.
Oh,
The new
I
one's
always
good.
thought Jumanji was a bad movie.
Oh no, the new one's good. It's fucking hilarious. I was
It
saw
crying
the
had
during that
Robin
movie.
Williams in it, so like how good
Yeah, but
could
it was a
be?
complete. But they completely redid the whole thing. Like it wasn't even the same type of storyline or nothing. It was completely redone. So
But Rambo, it doesn't have Robin Williams.
right, but it didn't need Robin Williams because they didn't
No,
they didn't
no, it
try to
needs
create the
Robin
Robin Williams story.
They need to like get his corpse in there.
Move on.
They need to like go
They
bury,
need to
they need to, like,
pop
go
him
bury
around.
him and then bring his corpse to the movie. There he is.
He's an
Yeah,
example
right, that
of
was
when
the
you
funny
hang
cause-
yourself and try to masturbate. It's, you know.
That was funny because like somebody it was Livewire that was talking about. That's what made me take the pictures because he said that the reason why people want to buy the X is because of the exclusives, and he's talking about the Black Panther 4K Blu-ray, and I'm like, what? Like, when are we hyping up movies now? And so-
We're gonna talk about video games, guys. Don't let's talk
Wait,
about.
couldn't?
Why
wait,
is there a
couldn't
4K
watch-
copy of Grease?
Don't ask me. I don't.
Because you want to watch Grease in 4K.
You're the one that I want.
Dude, I've seen that movie. I was in that play in high school. I am
Oh,
done
my
with
Lord.
Grease.
It's a good movie, but I wouldn't buy it in 4K.
Fuck no.
It doesn't need to be in 4K.
My life's
I
in
mean-
4K.
What did they like upgrade the texture of like fucking John Travolta's jeans? I mean,
Well, when Phil Spencer said that y'all would still have the cinematic single player experiences, that Black Panther 4K Blu-ray was the reason why. cinematic.
yo.
It's single. I mean, you're going to be watching it by yourself, and
Yeah, 'cause
It
if
does
you
get
play
a-
Xbox, you're obviously just a lonely virgin.
it does get a 2 out of
Exactly.
10 because it doesn't have a jump button.
Prisoner
Oh,
located.
damn.
We need to get them back to
Well,
command in
damn.
one piece.
Wait, that's not your
Find your way
review?
to the exits.
Oh my god.
Leave the subject behind.
Oh my god.
Got an extra weapon? They won't just let us walk out of here.
Came to like slit my wrist. I don't know.
See, now you made him start smoking. Look at that, Blue.
Oh god, I'm gonna
I
kill
think
everyone
Rambo
who's
smokes like
Discord.
pack and a half a day, so
I only smoke more whenever I'm out here because I'm sitting out in the garage. Cigarettes are next to me, and I'm like, I might as well.
Make sure you smoke one in my name. That's all that matters.
Smoking's bad, okay? Drugs are bad. Okay.
I don't know who told you that, but they're fucking fantastic.
I mean, I did some drugs. I took painkillers. That's some drugs, right?
Didn't you? Oh yeah, and you snorted baby laxative. I mean, you got that going for you.
Snorted baby laxative?
Oh, Rambo wasn't in that call. Let me explain.
No.
So,
Wow.
Do
it
we
was
have
late
to?
at night, and somehow, oh no, here's how it came
By
up.
late
Brimstone's
night.
always talking about snorting cocaine off of things, and just as a joke. And Blue Psycho pipes up and says, "Yeah, I did cocaine," and apparently Cyrus is like a cocaine expert. Kind of.
Oh God. He's a
And-
expert.
The cocaine that Blue Psycho did apparently was like baby laxatives or something. It wasn't even really cocaine. So he snorted baby laxatives.
That's only bright out, right?
Oh, is
It
that
didn't
why
have a
guys-
zing to it. You know how if you put cocaine on your teeth or your gums, it's got that zing? Well, yeah, his didn't.
Oh, is
That's
that
not
why you had to go to
nauseous,
the
sick
bathroom
after.
immediately afterwards?
I mean, he was plugged up and he heard that it would work faster that way if he just rammed it in his nose.
And I was probably looking at me. This motherfucker's retarded.
Well, I mean, you were in a call with us at like 4 a.m. You're not the brightest fucking person we know, so.
Hey,
Oh, that's true, though.
fair enough.
Before school, of all the times, like you're gonna take what you hear from us and then go to public school. Now I know what the problem is.
Public school, mother. I don't even go to that school that much because I have a spare last 2 periods. So I'm only there in the
Escort
morning.
mission complete.
So
The hostage is safe now. Let's get out of
We're
here.
probably gonna try to take off some days next week anyway. Since we're on the topic of school. Next
I
week.
don't even want to go there anyways. Fucking boring as hell sitting in the classroom.
Oh yeah, no, it is because like we only have 40-minute classes, and that's
Oh,
that's
dear
way
God.
more-
That's a
My
lie. I'm not
classes
an
are
expert
74
about
minutes
anything.
each.
Everyone knows that.
Like,
You are an expert at objective and subjective.
And baby laxatives.
Cyrus, do you eat chicken nuggets? Can you like tell me intricacy of a nugget?
Who
since you're
doesn't
an
eat
expert?
chicken nuggets?
Oh, I actually just saw your question, Cyrus. He's doing better. He still has some pains or whatever, but as far as like we know that, I mean, everything's going okay. He's healing better. He's healing okay, and he gets the tubes out. Which he has a feeding tube in his stomach and a feeding tube in his intestines, and then he has like a drain tube that's coming out of one of his bullet wounds, and they're supposed to remove all those by the 18th.
how's his motor functions gonna be? Like, is it
I
gonna be-
mean, so far they're okay, but I mean, like, the majority of the problems that he's having now is nightmares at night.
oh,
Oh, dude, that's gonna be an ongoing thing, maybe
Yeah.
for the rest of his life.
Yeah, so I mean, we don't know, the bullets are like what the thing's gonna, affect him physically, but mentally, you can tell it's really fucking him up.
Oh, I mean, there's people that went to Nam, and then there's people that got chased by a crazy bitch with a gun. I'd take Vietnam. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can at least shoot back.
Yeah.
Right?
At least you
Crazy
know they're
bitches
gonna
ain't
shoot
to
at
be
you.
fucked with.
Your target is the reactor. The reactor will have
I mean,
So,
they
wait,
shoot you and they steal your video games, right, Pete?
Wait, did any of you guys talk about the Belgian thing that happened already?
Belgium? Like what happened in Belgium?
The
I don't
loot
know. I don't really
box
pay
thing?
attention to Belgium.
Talking about the loot box thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
they
was
banned
ready to
it.
talk about
They
that.
made it. Yeah, they made it illegal.
I hate. I just. I hate that because loot boxing is not gambling.
Yeah.
You sure you want to get into that again? Because I remember last time on Twitter, like these guys went from wanting your nuts to like practicing like deep
Well,
throating.
in the basic sense, I mean, see, I don't personally think gambling should be illegal. I know why it's illegal because there's some people who are irresponsible, but it's still not really.
Wait, gambling is illegal? Are you high?
Well, for people who are underage, yeah, in some places, yeah, it is.
Maybe in the EU where they don't allow.
Oh, yeah,
one.
the EU.
The
Not-
EU or
Gambling,
Australia, one of the two.
gambling's illegal here. It's on Indian land.
Yep. Or Vegas or Atlantic City.
Yeah, I mean, there's not just like casinos everywhere. And I mean, they have to in most states in America they have to be on Indian land.
Yep, and that's why, like in Louisiana, the closest casino to me is like in Louisiana.
Also, speaking of which, I think
Shot
the
at.
EU laws and protections are going after Nintendo because Nintendo doesn't allow you to cancel.
Proceed to the extraction point.
What Nintendo? What?
Nintendo doesn't allow you to cancel your pre-order on their eShop or whatever. So they're going after.
Who's going after them?
I think it's like the EU, like.
Oh well, I don't know how
Protection,
that's
bro.
gonna work because you can't even cancel your pre-order for PlayStation.
I'm pretty sure you
That's-
can you?
No.
You can call and maybe ask for a refund, but on Xbox, that's why I use like a prepaid credit card, because if I decide that I don't want it, I just take the money off the card. I mean, because you can't cancel it there either.
No, that like it tells you as soon as you go to pre-order that, are you sure? Because like you cannot cancel this. Like you have to make sure you want to buy this.
Well, apparently the EU Bureau's protection, and they're going after Steam too, because even though Steam doesn't allow you to refunds, but
The
Steam
EU,
doesn't.
wait. Are you sure the EU is or about Australia? Because Australia was going after Steam.
I can't remember. It was like a Consumers Protection Bureau of some country. I can't remember which one. It probably was the EU though.
I think it was Australia because Australia went after Steam for the same thing.
Because Steam doesn't tell you you have 2 hours until you get a refund or whatever.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know. Something they're going after Steam for something.
Yeah, but they'll give you a refund. Like, there are people have gotten it days after.
Well, yeah,
but I mean,
they didn't have 2 hours on record. You need at least, what is it? The criteria is either 2 hours on record.
No, but even
Or
if
2
you're
weeks.
over,
Oh, really?
it's not a guarantee, but they usually do it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, do they let you cancel pre-orders?
that I don't know.
I've never pre-ordered on Steam, so I don't know.
I haven't either.
I don't pre-order games.
I don't either.
I pre-order all mine.
I pre-ordered one game and I regretted it.
I look at it like a savings account.
I don't. I look at it like I'm giving my money to an unfinished product.
I pre-ordered one game and I regretted it. So I stopped.
I pre-order all my games. In fact, I promote pre-ordering.
I pre-ordered Destiny 2 Digital Deluxe, and
I tell people that if you are a true gamer, you pre-order.
Wait, I'm sorry. You said you pre-ordered Destiny 2.
Digital Deluxe.
Yeah, I did
on
too.
my PlayStation.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Which
I
that
did
is free right now for Humble Bundle.
It's not free. It's not free.
No.
It'll be $12.
Oh, it is included with the rest of the games you get with the Humble
Yes.
monthly subscription.
Yes.
No,
Whoa,
no,
wait.
it's a subscription. No. It's free.
Wait. You are no. You are not gonna try to turn and say this is free, right?
No, no, it's $12. I'm just,
Okay, I was gonna say,
I'm
'cause-
with you.
If PlayStation Plus games ain't free, damn it, then fucking Humble Bundle monthly ain't free either.
Well,
Definitely
yeah,
not.
yeah, sure. No, I'll agree with you there. Yeah, Humble Bundle monthly, whatever, is $12 still.
Now that's really cheap though for Destiny.
That is really cheap. Yeah.
It's kind of weird that they put it on that.
That quickly too. Yeah, I thought. When somebody told me that, I was like, "Damn, man, that was quick."
I barely play Destiny on my PlayStation, so
I wonder how much I could
that's
sell
why I
it
asked
for.
you, Rambo. That's why I asked you, Rambo, if he can get a refund for like the expansion pass or DLC.
Nope, you
I
cannot.
wonder if you can end up getting Destiny to like the key right now, because it's one of the early.
Yeah, you
unlocks.
can. Yeah, it is the
And
early
sell
unlock.
it. I wonder if you could sell it for like $30.
Shit, I don't know if you can or not because sometimes those early access things will, or those early whatever it is,
Unlocks,
yeah, early unlocks will just simply once you click on it, it'll take you to your Steam account to auto.
Destiny isn't on Steam, is it?
No, but
Well, it might
it'll
take
do
it might
it
take
with
you to battle.
yeah, it'll do it with BattleNet.
It'll just basically take you straight there to make you redeem it. So that way you
I know
can't do
Far
that.
Cry did that. Far Cry 5 did that when you bought it off their store. I didn't know that, but yeah, you.
I would never buy a game off Uplay.
I didn't.
They
buy it
didn't
off
used to.
Uplay.
Now they didn't used to. Used to they were like you would just be able to get a long list of keys and basically do whatever the hell you wanted to with them.
Well, that's what you do
Right.
now. That's what I got now. Whenever I got
Well,
the.
It depends on the game.
It depends on the game.
Yeah.
Like if it's a big name, they know there's a chance for people to go out and try to make a profit off of it. They'll like auto renew it for you or auto claim it.
Which I still think is kind of dumb, but alright.
Yeah, I tried giving this guy because I paid this guy did some help help me with something, and I wanted to give him something. He's a PC gamer, so I looked at there on the Humble monthly thing. There was you got early access to what am I trying to say? Dark Souls 3
Oh yeah.
with the season pass. But since I actually had it on Steam, the only thing that would give me is just the code to the game. It wouldn't give me the actual code to the DLC.
Well, I gave a couple of friends. I gave one of them Dead Rising 4, because that was in this month's bundle.
Oh,
And
Dead Rising 4. I heard that was such a bad game.
Yeah, that's why I gave it to. It was to go to buying the 1060 from them, so I was putting it towards the 1060. So basically
You're not a real gamer if you don't SLI 1080 Ti.
you're not a real gamer unless you can SLI 1050s.
You're not a real gamer unless you pre-order every game.
Exactly. See,
Oh.
it's the paradox.
You're not a real
Makes you a
gamer
gamer.
unless you have an all AMD rig.
Ooh,
Uh,
it's got you there. Well,
I do.
technically, yeah, technically the PS4s are all AMD.
Yeah, I do. Thank you. So I'm a real gamer because I not only do I have an all AMD rig, but I also pre-order every game.
Anyways,
So I'm like the
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say that.
I'm like the actual Omega gamer.
dude, he's like.
Wait,
the
but
all-
Omega is the end.
I'm the alpha gamer.
Yes.
It's like the
Freudian
city
slip
of
there.
gold.
Yeah,
Oh,
get Greeked on.
So is this Mass Effect or Warframe?
Warframe.
Which one? Warframe.
Warframe. It is Warframe, Chris.
Yep. Mass Effect. Dude, for
Mass
real?
Effect. Did this motherfucker say Mass Effect? Dude, you've obviously not been paying attention. Mass Effect hasn't been good in forever, so.
It's obviously Andromeda. What are you talking about?
Look at those animations. Definitely Mass Effect Andromeda.
But from what I understand, they fixed Andromeda, all the character models.
They
and shit.
still don't look that great, though.
Yeah, that's what. I'm saying that like the character models still look like shit and whatever, but the rest of the problems that the game had has been fixed.
Oh, you
Dude,
mean
the
like
game's
its
so familiar.
existence?
No, that part hasn't been fixed yet.
They canned Mass Effect though for good now, I think.
No, they put it on hold.
Yeah, indefinite hold.
They
It's
canned
under
it.
EA. What under EA's terms is like if Anthem what it was they told them like we're gonna put it on hold to see if Anthem is a success. If it's not, then you might as well kiss Mass Effect and Anthem goodbye and your job.
Well,
If you're, I'm just saying, like this guy in YouTube said, if you're working at BioWare, I'd recommend just put your resume out there because you're probably gonna lose your job.
If I worked at BioWare, I would automatically be applying everywhere right now.
Why Anthem looks like it's going to be good.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
but EA's behind it.
I saw-
Uh,
Yeah, but
EA
EA
Yeah,
doesn't
so-
make only horrible games. Titanfall
No,
2
but
was good.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like look what they did to Titanfall 2 though.
Yeah, but EA didn't.
EA fucked up Titanfall 2.
Wait, what'd they do to it?
Released it
Released it.
right in between fucking
Oh, yeah.
Battlefield
COD.
and COD, yeah.
Oh yeah. good
Also, the thing about EA is this game looks like they're trying to like copy Destiny, but
It is
Mod-
Destiny.
yeah,
which
basically.
game? Wait,
Anthem.
oh,
Anthem is Destiny in a different setting.
They're
But
try-
that might
and they're
actually work
trying-
out for them since Destiny
hope
2
so.
failed so hard.
Yeah, I mean it depends on if Destiny can reel their fans back in before Anthem releases, then Destiny will be good. If not, then Anthem really needs to be good to give steal the player base from Destiny.
Yeah, but the thing about Anthem is, I'm worried that it's because I saw it looks good in the trailer, but I said the same thing about the Division in Destiny 2, and look where that took me.
Division's actually really good right now.
The Division now is good, but at launch the game was awful, like the worst thing I've ever played.
Well, it's an Ubisoft game. What do you expect?
I enjoyed it for the day it launched.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate.
I don't like the dark zone in it, but I enjoyed everything else.
Are you guys talking about all these new games?
And if you compare the E3 trailer to it, no, I'm not gonna bring up E3 anymore because you compare the E3 trailer to the release, it looks different.
Okay, first of all, the E3 trailer is a commercial. It's the same thing as when you're watching TV and a Burger King commercial comes on or a McDonald's commercial comes on, and you're like, "Damn, I'm hungry. That looks good." And you go to McDonald's, you go to Burger King, and you order the exact same thing, and it comes out. It doesn't look nothing like that thing you just saw on your TV.
Yeah,
That's E3.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Quit.
Look at the the gameplay trailer they had for The Witcher 3 at E3. And that's like the best looking game of all time. And then it
Well,
came
that was
out,
from an
so
indie
That was
good,
playing on
but-
PC. It was on PC.
That too, yeah. No, it was also an indie developer too. They don't typically screw over their consumers, unlike big AAA
apparently
developers.
they downgraded it because they want
They
to.
didn't.
Console.
They didn't downgrade it.
Not
But it
downgrade.
wasn't. Well, I mean, they were showing it. Microsoft showed it running on PC and didn't tell anybody
Until everyone was on Xbox.
until people figured it out, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, PC."
If you trigger the alarms
Well,
now,
it was
bad.
yeah.
destroying data.
Well, Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be E3 this year. That's something I'm looking forward to.
Well, we don't know that yet. That's rumored. They're supposed to be there with a new. They're supposed to be there with a new RPG, but I think what they probably did is troll everybody. They're going to come with Witcher 4.
No, they said the Witcher series is done for now. They said that in interviews is done for now. The Witcher series, like they complete this story that they're trying to tell.
They won't even know it's gone.
Yeah, watch.
I still haven't played Witcher 3. I've only played Witcher 2.
Oh, you need to play
I've not
Witcher
played
3.
any of the Witchers.
That's a lot of money, my guy.
Witcher 1, I feel like they need to remake Witcher 1 because 1 is
They need to remake both Witcher 2 and Witcher 1 in the Witcher 3
2 is
engine.
playable and still good now. The Witcher 1 is not.
Nah, dude, even Witcher 2, the UI was too clunky. It's just, yeah, it had too
Oh, no,
many
you're not
problems.
Oh yeah, no, it did. It did.
No, but if I had to choose one, it'd have to be Witcher 1 for me because I feel like that game just needs a whole new revamp. The one.
Wait, you said? Oh, I thought you said if you chose one to play.
If I had to choose one to get remaked, or not
Oh
remaked,
yeah,
but, like,
absolutely. The
remastered.
first one, yeah. I was gonna say I thought you were choosing one like which one was better.
Because right now I can play The Witcher 2 perfectly fine. I can't say the same about the first Witcher game.
Witcher 2, it was a little clunky for me, but yeah, it was alright.
It was clunky as fuck.
The
Yeah,
combat though, of Witcher 1 though, that
Oh
shit.
yeah, not as bad as Witcher 1.
The combat Witcher 1's like, do you want to be like a, do you want to be a, what's that fucking shit called? I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. The point is, it sucks. There you go. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's a good point. Everything about The Witcher 1, like except for the story, pretty much was.
The story is good, but you have to. I just watched a YouTube video to get that part. And then
Exactly.
The gameplay sucks.
Like just play The Witcher 3.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
Oh, fucking. These guys hurt me really bad because I reset my dude's suit, and so now my stats all suck.
I've thought about getting into Warframe, but that's a lot to get into.
It is.
What?
I played a shit ton of it.
Warframe. Like,
It's
I've never
actually
played-
pretty easy.
Really?
Well, I mean, it looks like a lot of shit. Ah, fuck you.
I had to look up how the mod system worked and how to do it professionally. The mods,
Like, cause there's a ton of different things. Like, there's so many different resources and shit like that. But like, once you kind of get the hang of it, and there's actually it's quite a bit of information on the wiki and shit. It's not that hard.
Call me
Also-
casual, but if I have to read a wiki to get into a game,
No, it's just like, it'll be like, I want this thing. So you just
Oh,
got to look up
okay,
on the
yeah.
wiki what guys drop the parts you need and shit like that.
Oh,
Because
yeah, no,
that's
that's
the hard part. Because if you don't know what drops what, then you'll just spend forever trying to, just doing random missions trying to get shit. But as soon as you just start looking up like, oh, okay, this guy drops this and they're in these missions and, it's like, oh, okay.
I remember I played on the first planet back on PS4. Then again, I don't know if they've updated a lot of stuff. now.
Oh,
Oh,
dude, there's
they-
a ton of new shit. Yeah.
This was like 3 years ago. So
Yeah, there's an open world area now.
Oh, really?
There's a couple different.
Yeah, the only thing I've ever done when it first came out on PS4, I tried playing it. I didn't like.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was kind of neat, but I just didn't get into it.
Also, what was that shit? Bethesda's gonna be announcing new IP this year. That's to look forward to.
I heard it's supposed to be like a space. I've heard it's sort of like a space-ish kind of
If
thing.
it's space, like
Space Fallout, bro.
Dude, I'd be down. Do it.
I'd be like,
I'm more for like a Fallout New Vegas type space. Like, need
Oh,
to
yeah.
make the dialogue better.
knowing Bethesda, most likely what they're going to do is a
Fuck up
Fallout
something.
4. Yeah, they're going to fuck up something, obviously. But I'm expecting it to be like Fallout 4, but in space.
I don't know, that sucks, because Fallout 4 good combat, but that's about it. Everything
Yeah,
else
that
with
was
Fallout 4 I wasn't really that much of a fan of.
No, they had more than combat.
It was an epic story, man.
It had
Oh,
epic
good.
stories, just not the main story.
I think Bethesda needs to work on. They have such good lore and concepts, but then they don't know how to articulate in the game for the main story.
But that's the thing. Who cares about the main story in a Fallout game?
Not Fallout, I'm talking more for Elder Scrolls, but yeah, Fallout 2. That's
Either way, it doesn't matter. They're both the same kind of games.
Alarms have been triggered.
Oh shit.
We need to retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete.
So, I'm playing Far Cry 5, and I was about to liberate this outpost, and I just see a skunk come in and kill everybody.
A skunk?
Yes, a skunk.
a singular skunk. There's no skunk.
Yes, a singular skunk came in and killed everybody.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
How does a skunk kill everyone? Like like the animal skunk?
Yes, an actual animal skunk. The actual skunk that sprays people, yes.
What did it,
It was
spray them
clawed.
and they died from
No, it
nose?
sprayed like a group of them and stunned them and just clawed them. And they kept trying to shoot it, the thing wouldn't die.
Those guys must suck at shooting.
It's the AI in
Koi Kai wants to know, has anybody tried Diablo 3?
I played the
Yes.
beta a little. I
If
was,
you like number 2, you'll like 3.
man, I'd say the opposite.
Diablo 3, I find it's really easy.
I loved
Diablo
2,
3.
and I did not like 3 at all.
If I had to say, Diablo 3 feels
Okay,
great,
don't go in
easy.
there for a nostalgia feel then, because you're not going to get it.
Gangster, did it feel easy to you, Diablo 3?
I just didn't like the characters. I mean, I guess combat and stuff was okay. I don't know. It wasn't. I don't want to say the same, but it
Who
didn't
plays a
feel like a Diablo
for the
game.
characters?
Lots of people.
I know, I'm just kidding.
They didn't have an assassin character, man. What the fuck?
I don't even know anything about Diablo characters.
It's just not a true gamer.
No, I'm just a good gamer.
I played a shitload of Diablo 2 too.
You charlatan. This is a facade you're pulling this Ramo.
I still boot Diablo 2 up every once in a while. Ladder's still fun as fuck.
The thing about Diablo 3 is it just feels way too easy, like as a game. Especially if you get the high Paragon rank and you start a new character, the entire game basically becomes easy mode. Even if you go like the highest difficulty, must be game defense.
You are surrounded by Grenier Marines.
So Ninja got 10 million subscribers. YouTube.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Ninja.
Who's Ninja?
Ninja. The guy that plays Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh.
played with Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
How do you not know who he is, gangster? I thought you were integrating this stuff.
Cause I don't give a fuck about streamers.
Or Fortnite.
Or Fortnite.
Hey man, Fortnite is the Minecraft of this generation.
Oh.
Wait, I thought Minecraft was the Minecraft edition.
Yeah, I
No,
don't know about
Fortnite is-
that.
No, I shit you not. Fortnite's everywhere. Like, I was at the grocery store and I was checking my phone, and then I was playing one, those stupid little games you can play on your phone? Like those Candy Crush type games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Fortnite. Yep.
I was playing at the phone at the grocery store today, and then I was sitting in the bench all day, and this one lady came up to me asking, "Are you playing Fortnite?" I'm like, my jaw dropped. I'm like, "What?" Everywhere now. Fortnite's everywhere.
I mean,
Like, it's at the point where random people know what Fortnite is. Random fucking strangers.
it could be a worse game.
Like
Could be or
Minecraft?
couldn't be.
No, it could be. Like,
PUBG.
yeah, it could be. Everybody knows PUBG.
Oh, PUBG's a tragedy and a half, though.
That's what it is.
PUBG failed on itself.
I didn't really mind PUBG except for it being broken, but other than that,
No,
And the
PUBG
graphics.
fell.
well, I can't run the game on high anyway, so I didn't really care.
It felt to greed PUBG. Like, they all got greedy and then ended up costing the game for them.
Even if it,
Oh no, the developers of PUBG can go like fuck themselves because they've done some stupid shit, and I don't like that.
We need to take these cores into deep space for destruction.
Like, what was it they did? They tried suing the developers of
Fortnite.
because-
Yep.
Yeah,
And
because
you have Radical Heights trying to jump in there, too. That's the worst part.
they were afraid that the game was trying to copy and take away from the experience of theirs. It's like, no, that's not how this works.
yeah, for Rubber Chickens, what was it? Rubber Chickens frying pans, and something else like that, because PUBG apparently used them first, even though
Apparently so. It's the
even
only time I ever saw frying pan in PUBG.
Good. The tram has been rerouted.
yeah, even
Yeah, you
though
can
they
have a-
didn't.
Could you have like a rubber chicken on your head in Metal Gear Solid 5?
I think so.
Yep.
Screenshot
Copying
it never
they're
happened.
just copying PUBG. No, you can. You go into the options menu. You can actually turn that on. Yeah, they're just copying from PUBG though, so it doesn't even matter.
Time to sue Konami.
What's the thing? You could use frying pans in the Mario RPG.
They're just stealing from PUBG.
Don't you dare talk about Mario Odyssey. It's amazing.
Alarms successfully hacked. The location
Compared to
is
what?
returned to normal security
Everything in Oblivion.
No.
What do you mean? It's such a good game, Mario Odyssey.
What game?
Mario
It's at best
Odyssey.
it's at best like a 7.5 out of 10.
I've heard a lot of people praising that game.
It's just
Rightfully
because
so.
it's Mario.
We are
Yeah.
Just because it's Nintendo.
It's different. It's a different Mario game. It's still Mario, but it's got a different turn on it, so therefore it's like innovative.
Yeah.
Even though it's literally XCOM, but it was Mario.
Yeah, XCOM Mario. That sold like hotcakes. Because everyone likes Mario. No, and people don't like
I
Halo.
don't.
You know what?
I don't care for Mario.
I hate Mario.
I just played the OG Mario and that's it. Okay, Mario Kart was kind of fun.
You know what people don't like? Forza.
I mean, I can't argue against.
Shit, Shane, you gonna take that?
I don't know.
He's just gonna be a bigger man. Just
I've been trying that lately. It works sometimes, but not often.
You have reached the midpoint. Disposing
Trying to think of anything else that happened. If anything else has actually happened.
I've got a couple things, but I can't get to them because I'm playing.
It's just why you
Turn
should
off the video games,
play
please. Don't let me call your mom.
Yeah, Shane, get off, or not Shane, fucking Pete, get off the video games.
I
Rot
have
your
my
brain.
computer completely available.
Check the core. I will destroy it in space. The
I'm still playing a
consequences
game,
of
but
here are
I can
unthinkable.
look on my computer.
Let's see, there was NVIDIA's stopping the GPP.
How's that?
That's
The
their
GPP won't let me be.
that's
Yeah, it's
their
the next organization in an Eminem song.
that's their anti-consumer. If you want to be part of the program and get their advertising money, you've got to restrict your gaming brand to only NVIDIA products.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, okay, they're stopping that?
dude, it's so great. They got this little blog post up for it, and it says there's been a lot of misinformation, and instead of trying to correct, we're just going to cut it out altogether.
Yeah, but we promised it was misinformation.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like it was total lies, but we're just gonna stop it because we don't want to bother correcting it.
Yeah, it's easier for us just to cancel it instead of trying to bother y'all with all the details.
You guys know you're too stupid for that.
Oh, it's like, yeah, no, you fuckers totally got caught out. Get the fuck out of here.
They got caught with their pants down.
Ugh, I was dying, dude. Shit was hilarious. Oh, what else? There was the Humble Bundle.
Also, for anyone who has an Xbox or has a computer and wants to check it out, Game Pass is literally $1.
Are you serious?
Swear to God, I got it yesterday. Game Pass is $1
Where can I get Game Pass?
on Microsoft.
Xbox.com.
Well, what comes with it?
You can get Sea of Thieves and Gears of War
Motherfucker.
on it.
I don't care about those games. Like it's not just the dollar; it's more.
And all the other Xbox exclusives are coming. That will come to PC, like Crackdown and etc.
Nah, it's not worth going through the hassle of using Microsoft's DRM.
I know a good deal on this one, so
I would rather not give $1 to Microsoft.
Yeah.
If it means that, if it was maybe on like Steam or something, sure. Because I trust Steam way more than I trust Microsoft.
I trust no one but myself. Like me.
And see, the best part is, it may be $1 now, but then they're gonna charge you again for next month, without you knowing.
That's why you
should be
take off
fine.
your credit card. And
That's
then
why you don't use a credit card at all. First off. Second off, it's not even.
First, that was my credit card, so it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, only trust yourself, huh?
Exactly.
No, either way, I still wouldn't use a credit card either way.
You'll never know what it's like, Trism, on your credit card. It's amazing.
Well, you see, you do know that you're supposed to pay off what you put.
Yeah,
down on
obviously.
credit card, right?
No, it's free money. Don't even listen to
Yeah.
it. It's free.
I feel like I felt like you're saying, oh, it's like free money. So you're not supposed to pay that off, right? No.
Obviously, I have to pay that shit off.
It's just what you mean the pay.
That's why I don't spend all the money on it.
A lot has been said recently about our GeForce Partner program. The rumors, conjecture, and mistruths, you mean the documents that people leaked, go far beyond its intent. Rather than battling misinformation, we have decided to cancel the program.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Gangster, I think they are right. It is misinformation. Russian bots got him. So.
Oh, that's
It was-
Russian hackers, dude.
Goddamn Russians.
Yep.
Always the Russians.
Okay, my toilet didn't flush today. Is it their fault as well?
Rock Paper
Russians.
Shotgun's got a review of Star Traders Frontiers, which is the Steam PC version of a mobile game that was really fucking fun. It's
What's the reviews like? Anything bad about it?
oh I didn't even read it. They just put the review up. I think because I don't know if it just went into beta or something, but it's available on Steam now.
Rock Paper Shotgun is that one that said that Cuphead was ableist.
Yeah,
It
I
was
just
to
like
be
the-
free press
I really
play.
like the game on mobile, and I like the developer, so
You're like, ooh, you're a mobile gamer.
it's a fun
You're
game.
gay.
I game on everything, sir.
Uh-huh.
Not a
PS4?
true gamer. Not a true gamer.
I have a PS4. Dragon Age 2 is
Xbox
coming
One?
to Xbox One backwards compatibility today.
So are you going to play that?
I don't have an
Did you
Xbox.
play on everything? Oh, I
That's,
thought you said you play on everything.
that's the only system I've never had is an Xbox.
So you have a Switch, right?
No.
I can't
But wait a minute. Now, do we really play on everything?
I don't need a tablet. I've got a tablet, thank you.
Do you have an iPad, sir?
No, it's an Android tablet.
he
Then you're
he is not
not
going to be
your
tied to the corporation.
If you want to know a lot of information with the Nintendo Switch, I recommend this guy. He's called RXL on YouTube. He makes a
I've
lot
heard
of
of him.
information
Oh,
about the
dear
Switch.
God.
Pretty factual stuff.
I know who he is.
Yeah,
He does
sorry.
not-
I showed him
Don't.
who RXL is. I'm sorry.
He does not do factual stuff.
He's really factual.
He's a giant
Yeah.
ass troll.
He's fucking
sorry.
annoying, man. He sounds like a fucking, like he's talking through his, like he's probably like 600 pounds. Like, I just did that.
God of AIDS. I haven't watched it yet, but I have a feeling I know what it's about.
I wonder.
I love this video. It's like top 10 Nintendo games. It has a Switch has no games. You Rick roll.
Hmm.
He has no games written on his Switch in dust, so he's like, yeah, it's got no games. Even the Switch says so. See, and it's all like carved out in the dust.
It's amazing content. I don't understand.
I don't know how you like that content. Like it's just,
It's funny.
no.
Yeah, the
No, it's
Rickroll thing was actually kind of humorous.
Terrible.
Top 10 Switch games, and it's just get Rickrolled saying Switch has no games. It's actually kind of funny.
See, Trism gets it.
And it's not just because I'm not laughing because it's a slight against the Switch. I'm laughing because it's just, I don't know, there's just something about that. Even if it said about Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, it's still be funny.
The troll.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's
It's like
trolling.
I don't know.
But yeah, why get a Switch when you have a tablet?
'Cause
Can you play what is it? Super Mario Odyssey
Super
on
Mario
your
Odyssey,
tablet?
the best game
I
ever.
probably could figure out a way.
yeah, isn't there an emulator already out for the Switch? Or is it for the
No,
Wii U?
there isn't. Not yet. I'd
What
say
about the
give
Wii-
it time.
Wait, is Odyssey out on the Wii U?
No.
No.
Only Zelda has it, because Zelda's also an emulating. Yeah, I don't know.
That game's evil because Mario possesses different things in the game.
Well, I know you can play Breath of the Wild on a PC because it's on the Wii U and you can emulate
I
it
hate
on
Breath
Wii
of the Wild. I think it's like the worst game ever.
Well, I have a couple friends that would strongly disagree with you.
What? I think you told me the combat's so great. The combat that you hit every times your sword and it breaks. Yeah, that sounds great combat. I love it.
There's a time-limited
I love
mission
getting a
event
new
available.
sword and it breaks after 2 enemies I kill. I love it. Sounds fucking amazing.
Totally a good game mechanic.
Definitely
yeah.
a good game mechanic. That's what you do for your RPGs, guys.
Every fight that you get into, you have to go make sure you go into it with 17 swords, 30 bow and arrows. You just have to make sure you have everything.
Exactly. You,
You have to go farm. You have to after every fight. You have to go farm for more swords and bows and arrows.
And the only time you get to avoid that is when you get the Master Sword. But then the Master Sword breaks, you have to let it recharge. So you're still fucked.
I thought durability like went the way of the dinosaur 2 decades ago.
It should have been.
I don't think durability can be good used correctly.
Yeah,
when
bro,
when
good
has
luck.
it ever been used correctly?
Definitely not in Zelda.
It's like communism.
Extraction point.
It's like communism.
It's good in theory, executed very poorly.
I mean, communism's not bad, guys. Come on. Stalin, great guy.
Look, bro,
He's a nice guy.
Stalin was just misunderstood.
He's
Marx.
misunderstood. Come on.
Bro, Marx has some good ideas.
Yeah, Venezuela is a great place to live. I recommend going there.
He wrote a giant. I like it. I like Marx's book called "I Don't Want to Go to Work. I Want the Government to Take Care of Me."
Yeah, at least he's honest. Dude,
No,
that
seriously,
guy was
though.
a lazy. That guy was a fat, lazy guy before fat, lazy people existed.
Oh no, he was a Russian lazy dude, right? Which is like, I don't know how that even exists. I thought everybody in Russia was like cutting down trees.
Working in concentration camps.
Like literally, you know, I mean everyone in Russia. Men, women, children. Everybody was working somewhere, cutting down trees, working, I don't know, it doesn't matter where. I assumed everybody in Russia was like these giant muscly people.
Have any of you guys listened to anything that has frustrated you recently or no?
I mean, what?
Besides you?
Listen to something that frustrated. Wait, you said listen to something that's frustrated us?
Yeah.
Watched a couple of his response videos. That was kind of frustrating.
Actually, no, I have been rather unfrustrated for the last week or so. It's felt amazing.
Yeah, me too. I've just been playing God of War, so
What's God of War?
the only game out.
Oh, cool. I haven't.
Yeah, there's like you can go outside or you can play God of War. That's like the only two options.
Only two options you have in life.
Oh, well, I'd rather go outside.
I hate outside.
Because I'm not playing God of War.
Why don't you play God of War outside?
God of War is the game, not only of the generation, it's a game of the lifetime.
I like that. God of War is a game.
It's just a third person beat 'em up.
Nah. Blasphemous. You fucking Xbot.
Prism, you're not suicidal, right?
No?
It depends.
Alright, so you won't kill yourself then. Just making sure. Because I'm about to send you a thing and you're gonna want to kill yourself after you're done.
Alright, I'll check it out in a second.
Pete has grinded Warframe since like before he even came into the podcast.
Oh,
No. I started after the podcast.
No, like you, like not today, like since before you joined the podcast.
No.
you
I
were grinding Warframe.
No,
The Joe
I didn't
Rogan
start playing until after I had
Experience.
joined the podcast.
Who is this dude?
Then
Yeah.
it was soon after,
swore you,
right?
I could have swore you started playing before it.
Oh, let me finish this round. I'll tell you exactly when I started.
Like, cause you and Brim used to play, and that was a long ass time ago.
I know who this dude is. Blue.
No, the chick he's interviewing, that's what I'm talking about.
No, I know that. But Joe Rogan, I know who that is. So okay, there's.
Oh,
bro, there's,
God.
Have you seen?
If
Have
you
you
want to say, gangster, I didn't know what you meant when you told me about he gets pussy whipped depending who's on, until that episode I sent Prism.
Yep.
Did you see the
Abby
one?
March
Where he has-
on, and I haven't seen anyone pussy whipped in my life.
Did you see the one where he's talking to this dude? He's like, "Yeah, can you imagine putting a price on someone's life? Man, it sucks." And then like 2 seconds later, it's like, "Hey, do you have that clip of this dude hitting a deer with that car? Oh, it's fucking hilarious. Put it up." And then the guest that he's interviewing is just like, "What the fuck?" Oh, hang on, wait. I'm trying to find it. Curb. It was one of those Curb memes. Curb Your Joe Rogan. Blue.
What are you gonna send me?
So who did he interview?
Trism, you said you're gonna
Look.
Anna something?
Abby.
Abby.
Thing or something. She's a total cunt, by the way.
Yep.
Where does he do? Makes for a cut.
Oh.
She's just fucking psycho.
Oh.
Oh, and then the palace. And
Like
she
a-
says Venezuela is a great place to live.
Was she the
and
one
the Palestinians
talking
are
about-
justified.
Was she was the one talking about how like time doesn't exist and shit, right?
No, wait, did she say that? All I know about her is how she said Venezuela is a great place and the Palestinians.
Time is a social construct.
Basically.
Curb Your. Here, it looks like it's another curb. Too. 1 hour of Curb Your memes. That's tempting.
It's absolutely frustrating.
I haven't really seen. I watched a bunch of Gamers Nexus videos, and that's about all I've seen on YouTube lately.
My secret passion is or my secret thing that what I like to do when I come out here at nighttime and smoke before bed is I get lost in watching police shooting videos. I like to watch the police shoot people.
No, you just like seeing the car keys go down.
No, they shoot white people too. I do like to watch them get shot.
Cops never shoot white people. What are you talking about?
The ones
It's
with the
funny to me,
interviews
like-
after, where they're like, I had my hands up. They clearly didn't. Those-
I like them whenever the guy is running and then all of a sudden they just go just drop because they get shot in the head or whatever. Those are. I like that.
After he says, "Don't make me fire a warning shot."
Have you guys watched those videos where it's like bears versus like tigers and shit? Great videos.
But there was a guy that in India not too long ago that got mauled by a bear trying to take he was a cab driver, got out to pee, and then saw a wild bear. And he thought, well, the best thing to do right now would be to go up and take a selfie with it.
He deserved it.
There's
He deserved to get mauled.
There's a video of it's fun to watch.
It was fucking amazing. That's what they call natural selection. That's where.
I mean, I'm not even mad. That's just fucking amazing.
It was cool because he almost got away too, and all of a sudden the bear just RKO'd him. He was.
He was trying to get away. The bear's like, nope. Over here.
Why did he get into the cars? Or the car, I mean? Why didn't he just...
He couldn't because he way out to pee and then saw the bear, and instead of walking back towards the car, he walked out further into the field where the bear was to take a selfie with him. And the bear was like, "No, no pictures, man. I'm wanted." And he kicked his ass over the guy was people were coming back behind the bear and hitting the bear with something to try to get him to
They're trying
break
to
the
rock
tension.
a 600-pound bear.
And
Yeah,
he-
that's gonna work.
The guy was about to get away, he stood up and the bear was kind of down, and he was starting to walk towards the street, and everybody's going, "Run towards the car, run towards the car." And all of a sudden the bear just with one paw grabbed him on the other side, and just flipped his ass over, and then just started eating him.
Oh my God! Someone needs to take that video and then get good old JR from fucking WWE or whatever, and dub that over the bear fight. That would be amazing.
That'd be amazing.
Is there any good, space sim kind of games that's worth looking into?
Space
Oh,
what?
Space what?
Space what?
Space what
I think
games?
Just space sim, sort of think of it you know how Universe Sandbox is in a way?
Destiny 2.
Isn't
I'm
Elite
talking about
Dangerous
good
a
games, though.
one, I think?
You mean a strategy
Basically-
where you conquer planets and shit, or one where you're a
No,
ship and you can fly around?
Just a game where you can fuck around in space, you know how Universe Sandbox is? Or no?
Star Citizen.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Uh,
that's kind of that's one of the only ones right now.
Wait, what's this game called? You guys ever heard of Empyreon?
Nope.
Hmm?
I heard Star Citizen was such a great game.
Is it on Steam?
Yeah,
I know I've heard of it.
I've heard people reference it especially when No Man's Sky came out. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Imperion. Yeah, I found it when looking at Space Engineers. Yeah, here I can put a link to it if you want.
Where?
Put it in. Well, I can't really put it in general. Here, I'll put it in shit
I
post.
run diagnostic regressions. All
There.
systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
Alright.
I also watch videos of like bad car wrecks.
Oh,
Those are cool.
I fucking love watching videos of motorcycle. Like, you know, people like motorcycle drivers try to kite. I like watching them get wrecked. Those videos.
YouTube though was like, see, I can't like go search the dark web because the FBI is watching that.
Well, if you have a VPN or a Tor, I mean.
So those torture rooms, I can't. And you have to pay for those too to watch people get tortured. I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, that's the problem he has with it. The fact that you got to pay for it.
If it was free, If it's free, I'd be watching it.
It's free porn. You know what?
Okay.
What?
When did I join the cast?
It's,
Not
I
sure. It
don't
was a
know,
long
dude. It's
time
been
ago.
a
I know
long
that.
time now.
Elite Dangerous. I have Elite Dangerous.
I want to say
but
almost
I couldn't-
100 episodes ago or close to it.
Something like that. I know it was before the. Start of the new channel.
I have not. Let's see. No Man's Sky, I played a little bit of. I didn't care for No Man's Sky. That game sucked.
So-
And
I
plus,
heard
I'm
it's such a good game, No Man's Sky.
I'm talking about like games like Universe Sandbox, and there's one that's like
I
Satellite.
think Star Citizen is the one I know of.
Just a game where you have total control of everything. You just like fuck around with stuff.
Speaking of which, will Star Citizen ever come out? Probably not.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
that's-
see? So the first game talk on the new channel was May 26, 2017. And I unlocked the first achievements on Warframe on October of 2017.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So it was a ways after. Because I think it was Brem that got me into it.
Although ain't Brimstone that one gay dude?
Yeah,
The fuck was that?
Stupid dogs on my phone.
Some weird fucking ass dog, man.
That dog has like an R&B bark. He doesn't even have. He barks his soul
Like,
music comes out his fucking mouth.
Have you done the Mexican thing of like replacing the horn with the da 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 da? Instead, you've replaced your dog's bark with some fucking crappy music.
No, it was Snapchat. That sounds so gay. I said Snapchat.
Yeah, it did.
So what you're trying to say is that you take those dog filter pictures?
Oh god, no. Oh yeah, that fucking film. Someone sent me where their bunny rabbit. Their bunny rabbit just doing nothing. They have really shit music playing.
How many filters do you use?
None. I only use Snapchat for texting basically.
What's
Mhm.
Snapchat?
Why don't you just use texting for texting?
Some app that was originally invented to like, I don't
You know
know,
what?
send boobs.
I'm so old, according to Blue Psycho, I can't even figure out how to use Snapchat. Honestly, I really don't know how to use it.
I don't know how to use it either.
Nice. I'm not alone.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
You're a young faggot, so.
Oh, I know
you
how to
should
do it.
use
Simply just take those pictures.
Hey man, I don't like that language, Blue Psycho. I'm not
Like,
young.
it was such an accomplishment when I actually did something with Snapchat. I saved the video and still have it on my PC. And that was like almost 3 years ago, I think.
That was the day when I poured my first bowl of cereal.
Shane, you're telling me. What the fuck?
See,
Shane, are you like joking around? Like you're pulling my leg?
No, I'm not joking around. And I've never really been that big into phones to like begin with. To me, a phone is a tool. It's not an entertainment device.
Oh,
Like,
sir,
you know, it's,
that's a shame.
How do you think?
No, I agree with him.
Y'all are crazy.
I thought
You know,
I'd
Call
be able to
yourselves
get-
gamers.
You don't play games on phones. Women do.
Is active.
No, I play
Yeah,
I
like,
play
for
real
over
games on
years
phones.
on the
Like-
job, I had to carry a phone like on my hip at all times. So to me, it's a tool. It's not, you know, something I'm gonna sit there and like. The most fun thing I do on my phone is Twitter. And
Ah,
that's
man.
just because idle hands get me in trouble, so I might as well do something.
I've got emulators. I've got all sorts of shit.
Not a real
Me and
gamer.
Trizza,
Great.
me and Trizza are part of the young generation, so we have grown up with technology,
Yeah,
power,
Huh?
exactly.
Store Wiser, and you.
That'll be fun. You want to smoke?
I don't use Snapchat. I don't use Twitter ever. And I have no idea how to use YouTube.
So far,
No. He'll be fine.
My Fall 4 save is corrupt. That's great.
I want something to play. I have like 200 something games, but I don't want to play any of them.
You should have a PS4. You'd never have that problem.
Yes, I absolutely would.
You get Halo Online. Oh wait.
When
No.
it comes, if you had a PS4, you would never have that problem because that's where all the great games go.
Why?
contents will be a huge boost to our
Show me the last time a PC game scored in the 90 plus
It's like, show me
Metacritic.
the last time God of War was on PC.
Oh, dude, those scores are so fucking inflated.
No, they're not.
Oh, yes, they are.
No, only the Nintendo ones.
Only the Nintendo ones.
They fucking
And the
all
Xbox ones
are.
could use some inflation. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah, the Xbox ones are definitely not inflated.
No, they're deflated as fuck.
A flat tire is even more inflated than the damn.
Tom Brady looks at an Xbox Metacritic score and goes, "Damn, I had footballs flatter than that on the Super Bowl."
Tom Brady did not cheat. You are a liar, Shane.
keep fighting.
Oh, he did cheat.
Why? Because he kicked the New England faggots. Fucking kick your asses.
I actually saw something today. There was a picture of Joe Montana, and it says, "If you don't think Montana is the best quarterback of all time, then consider, you know, your thought process." Montana went to 4 Super Bowls, won them all. Didn't have a radio in his headset, so he called his own plays. You know, there wasn't all these new fancy fucking football rules, and he still won the fucking Super Bowl 4 times. So if you think anyone else is better than Montana, then you got a problem.
I think Tom Brady won more in Super.
Yeah, because I mean, they're calling the play, like they're calling the team's plays to him.
Yeah, there's all the new rules that protect players more. He's got the radio in his fucking helmet. He's got,
You can't even look at a quarterback now.
yeah.
Got it.
Wait,
Let's head home.
they actually have radios in their helmets?
Yeah.
Yes.
They get brain damage. Christ.
Why do you think the coach on the sidelines has the big old fucking
Dear
Bose
God.
headset on?
I only watch football during the Super Bowl. That's about it.
Well, they still have one on there.
You see more of them there than on any other game.
I don't watch football at all.
So what do you think those headphones are for? Do you think they just are talking to some random person?
No,
Like
Rambo,
planning
they're
their-
listening to
planning their
Katy
dinner?
Perry on
No,
the
that's
sidelines.
that's their team chat, bro. Look, when they join the game and everybody's got headsets, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's so they can use TeamSpeak, Rambo. Duh.
TeamSpeak, yeah.
Oh, come on. They use
Yeah, that's probably on
Discord.
They use Discord. Oh, I would give anything to be in their Discord server during Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, that would be fun.
No, but a lot of football players have brain damage. So
Well, I mean, they get hit in the head like every other week.
Every other Sunday.
Do you have the stats to prove that?
Yeah,
Or are
it's
you just
called,
talking?
no, it's called Look at Any Football Game.
okay, football. No, but a majority of like, football players actually have brain damage.
Do you have a statistic for that?
Yes. I'll go
There
find
was
it
a,
right now.
I need the proof.
Do you know who Anthony Miller is, Rambo? Since you're a Cowboys fan,
Yeah.
he was at the local Walmart today signing autographs.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, this is news to me. I just saw it too.
That's a weird place for him to be signing autographs.
Arizona is not far from Texas, so maybe
Yeah,
that's
but
why.
Arizona and Texas don't really like each other as far as the teams.
Arizona and Texas are like big brother, little brother. I mean, they're fucking.
Arizona's
They're
a
similar
little brother.
states.
Arizona's a little brother.
Yeah, Arizona is a little brother compared to Texas.
Rambo. I'll send you what
Texas is a
they have,
huge
but-
bitch.
We're huge, but you know.
Texas is the biggest state in the continental U.S.
Look for more reactant.
Ain't Texas the ultimate?
Wait, I
Captain
thought
America
Alaska
place, you
was.
could say?
No, that's not in the continental U.S.
Oh, continental.
Dude,
Well, what do you mean
I've
by?
driven
I know what
through
you mean by
Texas one
continental.
time. Most
Do you now?
boring fucking 15 hours of my life.
No, I know what the continental U.S. is, but wouldn't Alaska technically be a part of the continent?
No, because well, they don't. It would be, but they don't count it as one.
Rambo.
I mean,
Well, I mean, it would be.
that's why.
Wait, it would be. It would. It's part of the continent of North America, but since you have the continental U.S., it's not connected to the continent, the U.S. part of the continent.
Yeah, well, I get that. I understand that. That's why I understood what you meant. It's just
Yeah.
I didn't know if they because I can get Hawaii because Hawaii is not technically.
Yeah,
Canada.
it's like that. Yeah, that always made me wonder. Like, why wouldn't they? Why don't they consider Alaska part of the continental U.S. The continental. Well, then why do they call it the continental U.S.? Because it's not like the USA is a continent.
Yeah. Well, I know. Yeah, it makes sense.
I thought Puerto Rico would have gotten become a
North
state
America
of it.
is the continent, not the U.S.
Puerto Rico is just like they're still citizens of the U.S.
They just don't vote and pay taxes.
Well, they do in their own thing, but they don't.
Look what we just uncovered.
I don't really understand how they're citizens and not part of the U.S. I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird.
Protect the unit while it extracts
Oh,
Because
they
they don't pay taxes over there in Puerto Rico.
I would assume they'd pay taxes.
pay
Every
taxes.
country pays taxes.
Yeah, they pay taxes for themselves, like into the Puerto Rican government, but they don't pay like a United States federal tax.
I guess.
They're like
Places
honorary.
like Puerto Rico, though, don't you think they would worry about, I don't know, eating, electricity, shit like that?
No,
Fuck taxes,
no.
right? I mean,
They're like the honorable mention state.
They're the place that no one
we
wants
let
to
them
go or-
say they're a part of us just so they fit in with the other kids. You know what I mean?
Are they like the mentally disabled child that everyone tells them they're good? Or...
Well, no, there's
No,
nothing
that would be
wrong
you.
with them.
That would be you.
Oh damn, the roast. Also, I sent you that article. That's all I need.
Let's to see if it's probably from Infowars.
Hey
We have
man,
a psycho going on
better
politics.
source than CNN.
no, it's 99% of football players have brain damage.
Is it from
Yeah.
Infowars?
Definitely.
So do wrestlers because you
Oh,
know,
it's from
when
The
you're
Verge.
scripting out a wrestling match, it hurts your brain.
Well, you know what? You know it's correct because it's from The Verge.
Not everything
Oh,
you
Verge
have
is
is
gospel.
fake
Rambo's right.
news. Not everything you have is
Just
fake
like
news, guys.
IGN.
We found. Extraction is now available.
Well,
Remember when
technically
IGN
you were
used to be
wrong
good?
because it says 87%.
Still a big heavy fucking number, Rambo.
No, you lied because you said it was 99%.
You did say it was 99.
I did not say that. You're
Well, he
taking
did.
that
Well,
contact.
he did. Well, I think he said around, which then he quoted the article, which the article said 99 in the title, which is wrong. By the
Clearly
way.
he did. Yeah, clearly he didn't read the fucking article, and I don't know why the title to that in the article. When the very first paragraph's like 87%, I'm like, okay, how did you make that fucking typo?
Yeah, it's actual information, Rambo.
Oh yeah, because The Verge said it. Yeah, yeah.
Excavator is ready
I mean,
Oh.
I still wouldn't be surprised that
Oh,
a lot
I'm
of
sure
them.
it's a high number. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, getting tackled in football probably does a number on you after a while.
And it's also depending on like what they consider brain damage, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What if I like nail you in the face with my helmet? Then I'm like, can I give you brain damage now, Greg?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sure you could.
there's a hard ass
Well,
helmets.
I mean, they do have brain damage. That one football player thought he could beat the shit out of his wife in an elevator and no one would see. So, I mean, yeah.
Wait, was it one of those transparent ones?
No,
Like,
no,
made
it's
out of
but
glass?
it was still in an office with cameras.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean,
no, I thought it,
he was doing the John Cena's like, you can't see me.
exactly. As soon as the elevator doors close, he'd be like, "You want some, bitch?" It just.
Oh, that's amazing.
In his defense, though, his wife like hit him first. I mean, you know, it's kind of like she started it.
Yo, it's like have you guys seen the video where this it's in a police station, this little girl kicks
Right
like
back.
barely kicks this cop like in the ankle, so the cop like fucking Batista bombs the bitch.
There was some video on the some white guy like recorded outside of his house. The cop got like one cop had the suspect on the ground, handcuffed him. Like he was handcuffed, he was like just like on the ground. The other cop got out of his car, ran around the front of his car, and just kicked the motherfucker in the head before he ever even did anything. He just walked up and just kicked him square in the fucking forehead.
Did you just keep shooting? Did you shoot him also? It says he's resisting.
No, he wasn't even resisting. He was just laying there, and the cop just kicked him in the fucking head.
Guy probably deserved it. He resisted the police.
This is the police. Stop.
America's largest gang.
You have violated the law. Bro, you're not wrong either. Like legitimately, yeah.
Have you seen those
A
videos?
lot of them
where, like,
overstep their bounds, man, like crazy.
they definitely do. Look at that happens. Like, oh my god, he's aggressing me, and shoots him like 57 times.
Oh, to anyone who has EA access, they're adding a bunch of they're adding all the Batman Arkham games on here now.
First off, no one here is gay, so no one has EA access.
Or Origin access, my bad.
No, Origin access included.
Oh yeah, because $5 for all the Battlefield games is totally not worth it.
Not if you gotta
EA's
keep
evil.
paying per
You
month.
can't support them.
Yeah, you gotta keep paying per month, but still.
Never support
I'm
EA.
fine with that.
I own all the Battlefield games that I like.
I don't, and that's why I was kind of pissed that they had Battlefield 1 on there, because I actually did pay for
An
Battlefield 1.
artifact has been located.
And I don't want to support this games as a service thing on gaming, so I'm not gonna jump into these programs that are like.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I think it's good too.
Perhaps.
I just don't think it's gonna work.
The excavator has lost power. Find
I mean,
another
it's-
cell.
It's working for me. I've gotten so many games through here. Well, I actually was able to play the Mirror's Edge games. I was able to play Dead Space games, Crisis games.
Would you rather own them though? Have your own copy of it? on
No.
Steam?
If I could play them, I could play them. I don't
I
care.
already got like 2 out of the 3 Dead Space games for free on Origin anyway.
I got the first one off of Origin free.
Destiny 2 has a DLC coming.
Excavator
Yeah, let's hear
destroyed.
that.
Protect
Yeah, but
the
who gives a
remaining
shit about
dig
Destiny?
sites.
Even before everybody just fucking types how much they love Destiny.
Does anybody love Destiny?
I knew a couple people. I knew a couple people who they were playing Destiny 2 all the time, and fights broke out. It's like, how could you not like Destiny? Oh, it's good.
Dig complete. Your hard
Destiny
work
1
is
is fantastic. Destiny 2, not so much.
There was this one dude who spent like $500 on the game, and after being told not to support developers like that, he just fucking threw a hissy fit and left. So yeah, that's pretty much people who do that. That's all they do.
As a silent minority. So, anyone's got anything else to talk about?
You are going to need
Not really a whole lot's happened
not
since
to open
Wednesday.
that relic.
I'm still waiting for Trump to get the Nobel Peace Prize. I just want to see the meltdown.
Oh, it'd be hilarious.
Is it actually gonna happen? Like, will he get a Nobel Peace Prize?
I mean, he has a good shot at it.
If he gets
Did
a
more
Nobel
than
Peace
Obama.
Prize, I think
Yeah.
I'll try to get back on Twitter because I don't see all the sadness at once.
So like the day of the election was like priceless to watch liberal news.
Oh, the freakouts! Like, have you seen those like cringe compilations? Donald
Mhm.
Trump victory compilations. Oh,
I like the ones where it's the where it's the video from the Hillary election like center or whatever, where they play the clips in slow motion of like them going from happy to sad to just like crying their eyes out. And they play music in the background and shit. It's fucking hilarious. Oh, good times, good times.
All right, so Trump's got to win the Nobel Peace Prize. We need more of those cringe compilations to come out.
Oh, it'll happen
Because
if he wins. If he wins.
I remember watching this one cringe compilation where this chick was screaming her mind off. She had a red face and she was ugly as fuck.
Was she
Absolutely
wearing,
by
was
that.
she like wearing like a green jacket or something? And on the
Yeah.
ground? Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that was at the election.
Yeah, that was from the
Or
inauguration.
the inauguration, yeah. That
Yeah.
was fucking hilarious.
Dude, if I was there in person, saw that, I think I would just make fun of that person. Start making fun of them. Maybe it's because I'm a bad person, but.
For Honor's got a free-to-play weekend along with Off-World
XCOM
Trading
2.
Company. Oh yeah,
and
and
XCOM 2.
XCOM 2, yeah. Although
Oh, and COD World War II.
and World War II.
People play Call of Duty still?
Obviously not. That's why they got a free weekend.
I don't know. I just don't see the appeal of World War II. It's boring.
And then I guess some reviewers caught illegally selling their embargoed review codes on eBay. Which is pretty fucking stupid because you couldn't even like it's an embargoed code, so nobody has it except for the reviewers.
That's fun.
It's for a Switch game too, Immortal Redneck.
Switch is gonna get Borderlands 2 on it probably. If I had to put some money on it. Which Borderlands 2 on the go, that'd be pretty good. I wouldn't mind that.
And I guess there are 8 new Spectre variants affecting Intel chips. 4 are, quote, high risk.
Thank God I don't have Intel anymore.
German website Heiss reports that vulnerabilities called Spectre Next Generation or Spectre NG were recently reported to Intel. The chip maker gave 4 of them a severity rating of high, while the remaining 4 were rated as medium. Technical details haven't been revealed, but the vulnerabilities, risks, and attack scenarios are similar to the original Spectre. Cloud hosting and cloud service providers are most at risk. Some ARM CPUs are also vulnerable. Unclear if AMD processors are also at risk. Probably not,
Probably not.
because AMD is gangster. And if the last patch is any, as with Spectre and Meltdown, one of the biggest concerns for everyday users with Spectre and G is how the fixes could affect system performance. Yes, because because the
It's like
last
in
patches
Intel,
weren't
you're
that
getting
great.
fucked at every turn.
I mean, to be fair, it's not all their fault.
What isn't all their fault?
Oh, the Spectre and shit.
Also, Intel apparently discontinued the Cabri Lake, or it's called
The what?
the Cabri Lake CPUs they made, or they got made.
Well, I mean, shit.
Intel went through quite a few generations very quickly.
Yeah, they went through 3 within the last, what, year and a half?
Yeah.
And then there's another one coming out, I think in just a couple of months or something. And then there's supposed to be another one coming out a few months after that.
Why?
'Cause they want their money.
Yeah, but that's just stupid. People aren't gonna buy it. You can charge people all you want.
I
That
beg
doesn't
to
mean
differ.
people
People are going to buy.
People are gonna buy all of them.
Yeah, don't never underestimate the
Power of Intel fanboys.
No, it's not even that. It's the guys like me that want the best performance they can possibly get. So even though it's
But you know,
there's that and the lazy consumer that doesn't do their research and realize, well, that's not much different than what I just bought a few years back.
yeah, but
Well,
those lazy people usually don't buy them that quickly though.
Yeah,
I mean, not
that's
unless
what
they're
I'm
like
saying.
super rich and they just
Why come out that many that quickly though? People aren't gonna buy them one after another.
well, but the gamers will
Why? Why?
because
Why am I one and then 2 months later get another one?
you got to have that extra 5%, yo.
Gotta be immersive.
I just feel like even the laziest people are gonna be like, "Well, I just bought it 2 months ago. I'm not gonna buy a new one."
I mean, I might be getting the Ryzen refresh.
Well, yeah, but that came out what, like a year ago?
Last Intel gen came out about a year ago.
Did it really? Oh.
Oh no, it was sooner than that,
And they're
wasn't it?
discontinuing that Gen 2 already.
See, I'm still sticking with Haswell for me. If I upgrade, I'm probably gonna get a 4790K.
I
Now,
would get
granted,
AMD.
if I do get the Ryzen refresh, it'll be my brother will be getting my Ryzen. But
I might see if I can save enough money to get Threadripper, but then I show my computer.
don't bother with Threadripper, dude. You don't need it. Even their 8-core, like there is nothing so far that can max out my 8-core.
But wouldn't it be kind of cool to brag? Well, guess what? I have a Threadripper.
I guess, but that's fucking pricey, dude. That's bread.
It's only like
Yeah, that's
$1,000
an expensive bread.
That much.
Yeah, dude, you can get the refreshed 8-core for $300. Those fucking Threadrippers, they're like what, 800 is the cheapest one?
Yeah.
And their motherboards are pricey too. You can get a damn good Ryzen motherboard for 120-ish to up to, $200. I think the mid-range Threadripper boards are like $400 and something.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, because it's a whole new thing. They've got 8 RAM slots and the big old socket for the CPU. And
yeah, it's a whole new socket.
yeah, it's way different. It's nothing like Ryzen. Like I mean, they went with the standard AMD socket for Ryzen, and they're committed to keeping that one for all the regular Ryzen chips for the next 10 years or whatever. But yeah, for Threadripper, it's this big old honking thing, and it's like a server fucking board.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
I
Just go with the 99, my guy. It'll be way easier.
already have a Ryzen 7 1700 though.
$339.99 gigabyte Aorus.
I'm used to doing stupid upgrades. Like I upgraded for my 1080 Ti because I saw it MSRP. So.
Well,
Oh my god, what the
See-
fuck?
and see, for me, I can't really upgrade anything. Last thing I upgraded was the RAM.
Because
And
I have no bills to pay, so I have so much fuck you money. It doesn't really matter.
must be nice. Although if I ever did get if I were able to get a new upgrade, I'd probably upgrade to like a Ryzen or something.
Gigabyte X399 Aorus Gaming 7, 363.62.
I would recommend getting a 1700, overclock that. Make sure you
Oh no, I would
no,
get a
get
I would
the-
get a 1700.
Get the 2700 now.
Oh.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's you get like
Is it 8 cores?
it's an 8, yeah, it's the refreshed 8-core 16 thread. It'll do stock with a 470 motherboard. It'll do like 3.7 or 3.8 on all cores with a boost clock of 4.3, I think. And
Okay.
you can get 4.1 to 4.2 on all cores pretty much on every chip, and you should be able to get 4.3 depending on the Silicon Lottery. And another thing is this is the reason why I really want it, is that it's got a lot better RAM clocking. They're saying you can pretty easily hit 3600 megahertz on the RAM, whereas it's difficult to get above like 3200. Like I can't get my 32 gigs to get above 3200 megahertz on my 1700.
The problem is that's a lot of money to spend for a RAM and a motherboard too.
The RAM's gonna be the big thing.
That's why I'd recommend going with like the first gen Ryzen's or whatever, because those are going to be at a discounted price when the new ones come out.
Although you don't
No,
need
like-
you don't need the new motherboards, although they're not that expensive.
Yeah,
the
but if
thing
you're going
is-
for more of a budget type thing, I'd recommend just getting like the first gen Ryzen's.
Especially if you don't, because you only need the new motherboards for the X series. Because that's the X series is the one that have the boost feature, and those are the only ones that need the 470 boards.
Yeah. Well, right now I have 16 gigs of DDR3, and I'd like to keep that. So I'll probably just get a 4790K.
Why don't you get DDR4 like everyone else?
'Cause that's a lot of fucking money.
They say it should be going down.
Well, the RAM situation is not going to be solved in 2019. At least that's what I heard on Gamerveld, something like that.
He said it won't be or it will.
It will be resolved hopefully by 2019 because everyone is renting now, basically getting RAM right now.
Why is it so expensive?
Price fixing.
Oh.
And also, there's only like 3 or 2 companies that produce RAM. Also,
Yeah, there's 3 companies, and right now they're being
Apple and
investigated. No, Samsung, Hynix, and Micron.
I thought it had to do with shortage or whatever.
That's what they say, but they're being investigated for price fixing. You say you have 16 gigs?
Of DDR3, yeah. I upgraded a while ago, like way before the prices went up.
I might think about getting this when I get maybe the new CPU, Ryzen CPU. I might get like 32 or 64 gigs of RAM.
I mean, if you only want to keep 16 gigs, you can get a 16 gig kit for about $150.
That's quite a bit.
It
That's
is.
about half the price. That's about half the price I would spend on the CPU.
Yeah.
Considering I spent like what 120 on this, actually, now I think about it. Well, let's see.
I get like 12 to 13 gigs maybe.
I got lucky. I got my 32 gig kit when I did, because that shit's like $460 now.
Well, for me at least, I first bought this thing. I got a 8 gig kit for about $50 back in 2015, and then later on I just upgraded by increments of 4 for like $30.
You're really not supposed to do that.
What do you mean?
Buy RAM at different times.
Why?
Because it's better if they're matched.
Well, they are matched. They're the same type of RAM and everything.
No, it's best if they're actually from the same batch number and everything.
I didn't think that was much of an issue.
Depends. Like if you don't overclock it, it's not that big of a deal. But
Oh no, these can't. This can't be overclocked.
That's the best part about having a Ryzen. I'm overclocking it.
Yeah, I knew exactly what RAM it was.
I haven't really tried overclocking because I've never done like overclocked a CPU before. I only overclocked my GPU. So
it's not hard.
is it the same parameters or is it a bit different as the CPU?
It's a little easier, I think.
You have to deal with the voltages in when you're doing the CPU, which you don't really have to do with the GPU. But, usually you look up on some forums what the max safe voltages are for your chip, and
Usually go like right under that.
yeah, you start at stock, you keep upping your clock speed until you can't run like Prime 95 or something like that, but without it crashing, and then you up the voltage a tiny bit, and then you try it, and then you keep going, and you just keep doing that over and over. You just, a step or two on the clock until it crashes, and then up the voltage, and then keep going until you either cannot possibly you're for the clock speed you're trying to hit, you can't put the voltage any higher without going above the safe voltage, or I mean or you hit a thermal. I mean, you keep an eye on your temperatures, or you hit a thermal limit and your cooler can't keep up with the heat anymore.
I remember I knew someone who accidentally inputted an extra number in their voltage and didn't know. They almost shorted out their CPU.
Well, you can just buy a new CPU.
I mean, most boards have protections for that kind of stuff, though. Like usually boards have a voltage they will not go above.
I think it was at 1.6 or something, or either that or 1. It was somewhere around 1.6 something that he actually put in.
It's like tightening a screw or a nut or something. You want to go all the way and then back it off just a little bit, and you're good to go.
Yep. Ryzen's a little weird because of the memory. That's the only thing. But even that's really...
And as long as you're not doing anything too drastic, too fast, you're not going to break it either.
Yeah.
Because I know that's a lot of people's fear is like, oh, no, I'm going to break it. Well, yeah, if you're stupid with it, you take your time and just know it's not a quick thing. And, it's trial and error.
See, I don't have anything I can overclock, so I just try not to. Well, actually, no, my GPU, it's one of those that overclock on its own.
Why don't you overclock it? That's why I overclock my 1080 Ti. It gets the
Because
performance out of 4K.
And that's not, like, you can't overclock that.
Wait, why would you overclock a 1080 Ti? That is retarded.
Yeah, I want more power, I want more frames in 4K.
The point of getting a 1080 Ti was so you didn't have to overclock.
No, sir. I did it because I want more frames.
You still overclock.
I know you still overclock.
Doesn't matter what you have, you still overclock.
I can't actually overclock this thing.
Why not?
I still got my 1050 Ti. I wonder if I can overclock that thing still.
Is it possible to overclock a 950?
A 950 what?
What is it? GTX 950. It's from PNY.
Doesn't MSI Afterburner do that stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I guarantee you're able to overclock it.
Well, I know it's factory overclocked. Like, it comes, like, what is it called? Like super clocked or whatever they call it.
Yeah, but even that's you can usually get something on top of
You can
that.
get something better.
Yeah,
See, that's a lot of work. A lot of work. I don't feel like going through.
you don't really have to
I just
do anything.
I want
though.
I want my stuff to just work. I want to plug it in and it works.
So you're
Remember,
telling
I'll
me
tell
you
you,
don't
that's
want
why you
power.
play PS4.
Yeah, but PS4 that's a lot of work to get running.
So you're telling me you don't
Sure
want
is, man.
power. You're telling me you don't want to do 4K 60 max settings.
Well, even if I clock this
Yeah,
thing
you
higher,
still wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, like so I'm just like, well, I know my card isn't great. I'll just deal with it.
My 1080 Ti can do it. Or
I don't have the money to get a new card.
Of course you don't. Your problem is Trism. You don't have fucking money like I do.
Well, yeah. I mean, you
Because
got me there. You're right. Yeah.
when you work at a job where you can have your headphones in, it just goes by like a breeze. So it's like you're not even there.
Well, the problem is I can't drive, and I don't know if there's any places around here that would even hire me.
But there's no place to hire a 16-year-old.
17-year-old, and no, not that I'm aware of.
It's fucking weird.
A lot of them, I think you need to have like like there's a Dairy Queen around here, but you need to have like some training to work there.
They hired me at fucking McDonald's. I was 15, so it's a
Well,
lot
yeah,
of
it's
me.
like
McDonald's will hire anyone with 2 hands and 2 feet, dude. And shit, the feet are optional, really. I mean,
Don't even gotta speak English.
there's a new McDonald's around me, I don't think.
It's not that bad working at McDonald's. You just gotta learn to have a. Depends if you're working the cash register. You just gotta learn to relax because you'll meet some stupid people.
Well, no,
it
it's
must
not
have
about
been
that.
hard for
It's,
you,
it's
though,
about
Psycho,
see,
because
like,
you're like the only teenager on like a fucking super healthy diet, so you couldn't really eat anything there.
Yeah, exactly.
it's not even about that. I probably wouldn't even be able to see the little monitor that's right there that you're supposed to hit buttons on.
It's not that bad. It's just, you gotta learn to relax when it comes to customers because some people will complain. And there's one dude, he was like, I want a Big Mac with fries and all that stuff. And I put it down in his order. Then he gets his Big Mac and fries. He's like, I didn't ask for a Big Mac and fries. I asked for nuggets and a Big Mac. I'm like, what? At that point, I want to ask if the guy was actually retarded, but I couldn't because I'd get fired.
Where did Rambo go?
I think he left.
No, he's still in the server.
Maybe his phone's not working good.
Maybe his phone died.
Maybe he fell asleep.
Well, I just sent him a message to see if he answers.
But all joking aside, Trism, there's actually no like work opportunity you have over there where you're at.
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you live in a big city or no?
No, God, no. The closest to a big city is like 30 miles away.
Let's say if
It's
you
not-
live in
it's
a
not
big
that it's-
city.
It's not that it's rural or anything. It's just like it's a very small town.
Oh, it's one of those situations, right? Because I live in a big city, like I live in Toronto, so I can drive, but there's no point to it because
I
I-
can't drive.
because back when because let's say if I'm going to my job, I literally have better luck walking there than taking a fucking car.
I wouldn't mind walking to where I have to go, but the closest, like if I were to try to get a job somewhere, the closest it would be is about 30 miles, and I'm not about to walk 30 miles.
Like where I go to work, it's usually like it's like a 30-minute walk, and if I chose to drove there, I'd probably be in the car because early morning Toronto traffic.
But no, like, and even I wish I could drive, but legally I can't.
Why?
My vision's too bad. I had like 2400 vision with corrected lenses.
Why don't you
Get glasses, motherfucker.
That's what corrected lenses is, dumbass.
get laser surgery.
No, it's not.
I can't. It's a problem with the actual like nerve behind the eye.
Well, then wait for Deus Ex.
I'm actually legit waiting for that. You'd be surprised how many people tell me that like every day.
For what?
Like, oh, people tell me all the time whenever they hear about my eyesight. It's like, oh, just wait. There'll be something later in the future to help with that.
I just
Like
hope to be able to get mechanical limbs.
Like, I've been told about laser surgery. Laser surgery wouldn't help because even if I had a lens in my eye, which I don't, by the way, even if I had that, I still wouldn't really be able to see because I went to some pretty incompetent doctors that didn't know their shit, and they couldn't catch glaucoma, which for some reason I assumed any doctor could cough, but no. Funny story. So you guys ever been to the eye doctor and they do the test where they shoot a puff of air into your eye?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a glaucoma test. What that does is that tests how much pressure is behind the eye. If the puff of air sort of detects how far your eye goes back. Well, every time they did it at this one doctor, they kept getting a really high reading, which if the higher the reading, the more, I guess, glaucoma you have, whatever. Well, they thought that the machine was broken. And so they just tossed it out. They tossed out the reading. I went to a different doctor that did a different method, got the same reading. Turns out, no, it wasn't that their tests were bad. It was just that my eyes were bad. But they were incompetent as fuck and didn't realize that. So I went for weeks with the pressure building up behind my eye, suffocating my nerve. So now my optic nerve is so deteriorated beyond repair.
Damn. I feel bad.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, cheapest Threadripper boards I'm seeing are like $340.
Oh, fuck that. In Canadian, it's probably like $450.
In Canadian, it's like 4 million.
That's you can get the Crosshair 7 Hero, the 470 board for 280, and that's like the best motherboard you could possibly get for Ryzen. Fucking $100 more for those Threadripper boards. It's fucking nonsense.
Yeah. Anyways, so in the future, is anyone here going to get
A mechanical what?
Be a what?
mechanical limbs?
Oh. I don't know.
Yo, if they could replace eyes though, that'd be pretty dope.
I'm waiting for the day.
Well, they got
mechanical
those
limbs
cameras.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've heard of people with miracle lenses, what they're called.
That they anchor it with a tooth.
Oh, what?
No, but
I'm
they'll be
sorry,
able to
what?
cure blindness soon.
They anchor it. They
technology,
anchor
Brendan.
it with a tooth.
What does that mean? That sounds scary. Why are you scaring me?
A tooth, like a literal tooth from inside your mouth.
Fuck that.
Well,
I,
it's something you can put into bone that won't be rejected by your body.
yes, but what happens if you lose that tooth?
No,
You
like
won't though.
they got to take it out, and then I think the one I saw they put it in your shoulder or something.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Dude, you're too busy focusing on the what ifs. Prism.
Well, yeah, because the what ifs can determine the fucking problems that may happen.
Imagine how cool wrestling's gonna be, or if I ever get into a fight with someone, bust their jaw off one punch. That's just amazing.
That was pretty badass what I just did. There was like 4 people, and I just fucking quick shot of them all with a fucking bow and arrow.
Prism, you play those gay games, right?
Which ones, my guy?
What game are you playing right now?
Far Cry.
Oh, okay. So you're definitely playing a game for homosexual.
else has been going on?
I think nothing.
Not much to my
Oh,
knowledge.
Rambo's back.
Maybe man was back. I've been here.
So you listen to
Uh-uh.
everything that just happened.
Then
Because,
we
yeah,
couldn't
we asked
hear
for you.
I might have been out in like Never Land.
Are you stoned?
Kind of.
That's always a good sign.
Legally
Kelly.
though.
Wait, so is Stonesy in your head or something like that? That's where you're stoned?
What?
Alright, never mind. I was trying to make a joke.
Kid,
Don't worry about
you need to grow up. You need to grow up a little bit more before you start trying to tell jokes.
it. I'm trying to make some puns.
Yeah, you might want to take a class. Like,
No, I don't know if classes can help.
look at your school roster and see if they have like some sort of like pun class or something.
No,
You need
I
to
was
learn
gonna take,
something, man.
no, Rainbow. I was gonna take a class like that, but people said it was a real joke of a class.
all I got is freaking geometry, chemistry, and all that, and like advanced, and like take advanced math and
How
all that
fucking
shit.
young are you that you're taking geography? That's like a 10th grade class.
No, I'm
Geometry.
not. Obviously, gonna take that now because I took that.
Wait, hold up. Geometry.
I was just- I was just naming shit into my head.
Yeah.
Of course,
It's a ninth grade. I took that in ninth grade.
Well, depending. I mean, it's like for the most part, it's like for me, it was a 9th grade class because I had the like algebra 1 and 2 in
Same.
middle school. But it's usually like algebra 1 and geometry, then algebra 2. But it seems like it's like some people for some reason put geometry in the middle of algebra. Algebra 1 and 2.
I take. I know algebra 2 is normally a junior class, like for 11th graders, but I'm taking it right now in 10th grade.
I have to take. I'm taking.
Yeah, it all depends on how you set up your schedule and what classes you had.
Well, I was held back one year, and the only class I passed
Because
was
you failed?
algebra. Yeah, I failed. And the only class I actually did pass was actually algebra 1. So
that helped.
it really does. And I like geometry. Geometry is fun.
I love math. Yeah,
Algebra, it's like a dick. But...
I loved algebra, man.
Wait, but
Well, okay,
you
it depends.
fail?
It depends. Like on what kind of like algebra, like graphing stuff was kind of fun.
It's like the academic Dark Souls.
As the Dark Souls of your academia.
Yeah, I love geometry and trig. That was fun.
Calculus can eat a dick.
Math
you're
is,
not wrong.
math is not even that difficult nowadays because you have a calculator. You know, I use
Calculus was
calculators.
easy.
Oh yeah, well, you're cheating though. Like stop cheating.
Yeah, it's like you
Well,
gotta
you
learn
can't-
how to actually
Yeah,
do it
learn how to
without.
do it on paper.
Well, that's the thing.
No,
like
it-
for all the important math, you can't use a calculator for calculus anyway.
Well, not unless like you have to have one of them
Yes.
fucking like rich ass people calculators to
Even
be able to do calculus.
even with one of those, it can't do derivatives.
Well, no, I mean, but it can do some calculus.
Not the important stuff though.
No, but it's one of the ones that like where you get to that part and just like fuck calculus.
I had one. I had a TI-89.
Yeah.
Or no, TI. There was 87, 89, and then 92.
You had to have one of those back then, though, man, because
I had the 90. I got the best one because
writing that
I
shit
was-
out, man, was like,
I
fuck
was
you.
I was programming on that shit, man. I had
Bro,
I
I
had
wish
I
I-
had
I
game
wish I
I
knew how
had
to
games on my calculator, bruh.
You see, I wish we learned
Prism.
how to do shit like that, bro.
Prism, what courses are you in right now? Like currently?
Right now I'm in. Let's see, I'm in Spanish 2. Let's see. And it's not really Spanish 2. Like it's really terrible of a class.
Yeah, same here whenever I had to take mine.
Like we just got into irregular verbs, and it's literally like the last 3 weeks of Spanish 2.
We had to put on a TV commercial in Spanish, and me and my friend, we decided to do a 1-900 number. It was fun.
There's this one video I saw. It's like how to speak Espanol. It's like this country
What?
dude. It's like this country dude. He's like how to speak Espanol. He's like this. It's hilarious how we try to find it. But what else? I'm in Algebra 2, which I don't mind it. I don't like it, but I don't mind it. What else? I'm in English 2, which we're reading books and shit. So, like,
books.
fucking books, bro.
I already in my English class, we've gone through books.
I don't know how many books to this class late, but they already read a couple books from what I remember or heard, and now we're reading Fahrenheit 451. Great ass book, by the
What'd
way.
you do in school today, son? I read books and shit.
all I have on a semester is English because I got ahead of my credits, so effectively all I have to do is just I'm there in the morning for English and then I leave. So
well,
yeah.
that sucks for me because what I have to do, I have to go from like 7 in the morning to like 2.
Well, I'm ahead because I decided to take summer courses. While I was in grade 9, I took grade 10 courses in the summer to get ahead and all that stuff.
What else? I'm in chemistry, which chemistry can suck a big ass dick. I hate chemistry.
Chemistry's fun. I'm not gonna lie. Me and my boys
we're
fuck
learning
around there with shit.
Pay
And this
attention.
dude yell at us.
We rarely do. we never did labs. Like we have done labs, but they're really rare.
We do a lot of labs
But
around
they
that, but
blow up eventually.
That's why the teacher. Well, the kids in our class are kind of special, so I can understand why the teacher doesn't want to do them often.
our labs is the crazy shit that happens here is the most that some dudes like, oh, let me fucking try like it almost accidentally pours like fucking chemicals in his eyes.
Hey, bro, how much do you think I could chug this?
Just give the retarded kids water and food coloring.
Bro, basically. Let's see what else. 5th period. I'm trying to remember what I have. Oh yeah, I'm in choir, which I don't like singing. So.
Oh my god, you're so gay.
I didn't know. Okay, I only joined because they have a piano in there, and I didn't know that band has piano people that play. Because I
still gay.
I hate singing.
That is still gay. Singing is like a really gay thing to do.
I feel like you were in choir a lot.
Fuck no, you kidding me? You wouldn't catch me in choir. Like I would literally take English over a choir any day of the week.
English? I mean,
English. All I gotta do is just read books. Pretty much is all English is in a nutshell.
Books and shit.
You know how manly that is, bro. Reading fucking books.
Dude,
Fuck
singing
yeah.
is if you are doing your singing, you know, like do choir boy singing, like
The problem is they have me in the.
you probably been raped by a priest. All I'm
The
saying.
worst part is they have me in the tenor section, and I am not a fucking tenor.
Has any priest tried to touch you? Truly
No.
or no?
No, not yet. Still waiting.
That's church, not high school choir, dummy. Dude. Listen to Rambo. Get a little older before you start to make jokes.
I am not gonna listen to that because I am the almighty. I don't know.
Oh, and they have me in a professional communication class too, because I have trouble speaking a lot, obviously.
So is that course just for women?
No, it's for anybody really. Everybody has to take it. It's actually
is it
required.
majority women in your class?
No, it's about half and half actually. We got that representation, my God.
Diversity.
Yeah, bro.
How many LGBTQXDs are in their class?
Don't forget the BBQ.
The BBQ. I'm actually gonna take the
It's Brokeback Queer, is
LGBTXD.
what it stands for.
Yeah, barbecue. You cook them. I mean, there's some people in history who tried to do that. They had like funny mustaches. What else?
Oh my
I'm in
God.
World history. Huh?
Slate
That's
is. This is from Slate. The Last Jedi is, however, a much better film and an object lesson in how a talented filmmaker can work around or simply push past the inherent limitations of a single entry in a modern forever franchise, comparing The Last Jedi to Infinity War.
I'm not for this
You really gonna
usually,
get Rambo
but I'm
going
for
on that?
lynching. Let's lynch that bitch.
I'm not usually for this, but you know what? Genocide sounds really good, right?
I mean, anyone who says Last Jedi is a good movie, we just need to take them to Gulag, working at a concentration camp in Siberia for 6 months, then they'll change their mind.
Crickets.
I didn't even hear what he said.
Yeah.
I just said anyone who likes Last Jedi needs to be put in a concentration camp for 6 months.
Oh,
That's all it is. It's not too bad.
yeah, it's not that bad. Only 6 months.
And if they say they still like The Last Jedi, then maybe we can
We'll give
torture
him a
them.
good, clean shower, my God.
Exactly.
Oh.
I mean, Hitler just targeted the wrong people. He should have targeted Star Wars fans who like The Last Jedi.
Well,
It's probably even demonetized your podcast. So
Oh my God,
my
this
fault.
yeah, I don't think any of them are eligible for monetization. So
this is garbage.
What?
This article, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what Blue was saying.
I don't give a fuck about that.
That makes one of us.
Man. Yeah, that was reaching.
What type of arguments you try to make for Last Jedi?
Such a good movie. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
that-
It's every argument.
That the twist of everybody dying in Infinity War was just a plot device, but that the failure of the heroes in Last Jedi was, I don't know, something important.
Wait, the heroes lost in Last Jedi? Did we watch a different movie?
Well, I mean, Luke Skywalker dies and, blah blah blah. And they talk
But they didn't have any ultimate loss in
Who-
Empire Strikes
They
Back.
didn't lose though. Nobody lost in that movie. It's still they sequel baited the fuck out of that movie.
Yeah, it's almost like it's not even the middle end of a trilogy. It seems like a beginning.
At least Infinity War had an ending.
At least they didn't kill fucking Snoke. You know what I mean?
What?
I said at least they didn't kill Snoke in the first hour.
Not enough subs to get money, basically. Go get.
You're just a money whore.
Fucking gay.
See, even Tristan calls you gay. Go ahead.
Does
There's just
PlayStation's
something-
God of War have a toxic masculinity problem?
we're talking
Yeah, bro.
about God of War, Rambo.
Yeah, about how bad it is, bro. It's promoting the toxic masculinity.
Man, protecting women, terrible idea. Men, don't do that shit. Awful idea.
Right? There's something so satisfying
Yeah,
about
but-
playing a game and snapping someone's neck in that game.
Wait, was the article posted about Polygon by any chance?
What?
The God of War
God of War?
toxic masculinity thing.
No.
Who is it made by?
Boundingintocomics.com.
The fuck's that?
Who DM'd me?
The article might be clickbait. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh, it's what's his fucking face.
Who?
Give me 1 second. Let me see what he says.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. It is, he's in the server. I can tell you that much. He's in the server. Oh,
Who?
seriously.
Oh,
Starts with an R.
An extensive study of
Are
8,600.
retards in the server? You have to specify. What do you mean?
No. I said his name in the server starts with an R.
Can you just say it?
He's fucking right. He DM'd me.
Oh.
I didn't think you knew who he was, at least.
I know Wraith is, but you said R, so I automatically retard.
Well, I mean,
So I'm used to
that's a
addressing
good
Not
word
far
to
off
use.
there, buddy.
Yeah, you're not far off.
I'm used to addressing people like retard, faggot.
40% of the colleges in the study had 0 faculty members who were registered Republican.
Wow.
Oh, gangster, have you seen that video? Record your Marxist professors. Sargon posted it.
I saw it, yeah.
It's fucking amazing, isn't it?
People should have been doing that a long time ago.
And you see that one fucking fat. Have you noticed all the chicks in there, like the Marxist chicks, were like fat, ugly white women?
You know why, right? It's a
They're unfuckable.
It's
They
a,
really
oh,
are.
it's a proven thing that the more attractive people lean conservative, and the reason is, my brother was saying this the other day, and I've heard it from some other places. It's they know they can't compete in the dating market, and that's why they lean communist with everything.
Dude, that chick, I can
then
literally
how
grab
come I lean
fucking the most
conservative?
desperate
I'm an
guy
ugly
on planet
motherfucker.
Earth, and trust me, I'm in high school. Find desperate people easy, and they probably wouldn't even fuck those ugly chicks.
But what about me, bro? I lean conservative. What about me? I'm ugly as shit.
Trism,
Blue
do you
Psycho,
want a
you
blowjob
snorted
from a
baby
whale?
laxative. Are you trying to tell me you wouldn't fuck an ugly chick? I find that hard to believe.
No,
Wait, what
I
did you say,
would
shit?
not.
I couldn't hear you. Blue was talking over you. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, what were you saying, Shane? Whenever Blue was talking over you?
Oh, I said he snorted baby laxatives. Is he trying to say he wouldn't fuck a ugly chick? I find that hard to believe.
Oh,
Dude, I would not fucking ugly chick. You couldn't
But you'll
even
straight
pay me to
stick
do it.
some baby medicine for shitting up your nose.
Just because I did that doesn't mean I'd fucking ugly chick. Like fucking ugly chick.
no,
I feel like-
no. We weren't proving that
Versus-
specifically. We're saying there's no limit to what you may or may not do.
Oh shit.
Perhaps, yes.
Oh
But
shit.
an fucking ugly chick, like you couldn't pay me, dude. You couldn't even pay me. To
I
do
feel
it.
like you could. I feel like we could. Like you
All
say
right,
it now.
throw me around $32 million, and I'll every ugly
Oh,
chick you
shit.
name.
I mean, $32 million is quite a bit of money. I mean,
That's how much you gotta pay me, and maybe a bit more, like 52 million, or a bit higher. I need more money to go off the grid, so
Mombot is back on Twitter thanks to Notch.
Who is?
Mombot.
what?
fuck's that?
It sounds familiar. I haven't.
That's the mom on Twitter who's anti-SJW.
That sounds amazing. Too bad I'm not on Twitter anymore, so. So geek, you're telling me you'd bang an ugly chick?
Now, like at this point in my life, no.
Not at this point. Maybe, let's say like you're in your 20s. Would you?
Before I met my wife, yep.
Well, it depends on what you classify ugly.
Do you want to see how these Marxist teachers? Do you want to see how they look?
Well, no, I have a good idea on how they look.
Oh shit, I have before. Come to think of it, everyone's had a few of them. They're like, yeah, I'm not gonna admit that publicly. And, no.
I would never fucking
Yeah,
fat
but
chick.
they're not ugly like these bitches are ugly.
See, gangster knows what I'm talking about.
Did you see that
right?
fucking
Like,
yeah,
these
did you
bitches-
see that video?
Which one?
No.
No, I know you've seen it. You were just talking about it.
Who, me?
No,
it's blue.
Oh, blue. Yeah. Oh, put it. Do you have the link to it?
I'd have to look for it. It's
Alright.
just, it's on Sargon's channel.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's really disgusting. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta wonder, do people not take care of themselves
No,
anymore?
no.
Like, what? I remember when I used to be kind of chubby as a kid, and my mom told me lose weight, fat fuck, and then I had to lose weight. So
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
Bro, if your mom told you that.
Well, she did it because she wants me to do that, and it's been easy. It's my lifestyle now. I don't eat any of those fat shit cookies. So
See, I'm the opposite. I'm skinny as shit.
yeah, you're frail. I want to be frail.
No, like, I'm, what do you call it? Like, my metabolism is really fucking good.
So you're one of those people that can like eat a whole bag of chips and like not gain a
Yeah,
pound.
I'm eating a whole bag of chips right now.
It disgusts me.
I'm hungry all the time. But
Lou,
my
you're one of them
metabolism is-
motherfuckers that when you move out, you're just gonna eat ice cream day in and day out because mommy told you no.
I don't eat
So-
ice cream anymore. I haven't eaten ice cream in like 5 years.
I ate ice cream yesterday.
Oh, I have ice cream. I've got strawberry shortcake bars.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro.
There you go.
Dude, fucking bomb.
Geek, I understand. What's the problem with my healthy lifestyle for you?
That's just odd. You're 17.
Yeah, he's also
Yeah,
like talk.
I gotta look good. I can't look ugly.
Yeah, and eating fucking tree bark is gonna change that.
Oh, bro, eating
I'm not eating
grass.
No, my meals is just meat,
And
and
not
salad.
eating those fat shit cookies, as you call them.
Yeah, because they're extremely unhealthy for you.
I'm literally eating a bag of hot Cheetos right now, as you guys are talking about eating healthy.
I know you might find it. I know you don't really care, Shane, because you're married and stuff. But I'm not married.
No, I just at 17, that wasn't like even on my mind. Like, well, I better eat this fucking protein bar instead of this hamburger. You know, it wasn't like
Times have
not even
changed though.
anywhere near. my mind.
I wouldn't, I'm not sure about back then, but nowadays, like, teenagers are way more insecure about themselves.
Yeah, I'm fucking. I don't want to be look. I don't want to see like now. Everyone, you're always being recorded, and only look hot when being recorded.
No, it's not about that. No, it's not about that. It's just because, like, what's the word? I don't know. We're more insecure about the way we look because we see other people that are way better than us, like, all the time.
Oh my god.
That's why, that's my theory, at least.
What if superheroes aren't really the good guys? We've always thought of them as flawed, noble, and on our side, but perhaps they're just dangerous right-wing vigilantes.
Oh,
That's not
shit.
real. That is not real,
I
Pete.
swear to God, bro. This is a Guardian article.
The fucking Guardian.
Yep.
Oh Jesus. And you call us a stupid generation? You fucking kidding me?
Right-wing vigilantes. They just had to throw in the right-wing part of that.
Because everything's right wing. Fucking your oxygen is right wing now, Trism. So
Shit, bro. Can't trust my fucking oxygen. It's like when people got pissed at Far Cry for not being political enough. And then get pissed at other things for being too political.
what are the main points of the article, by the way?
I'm trying to get a I'm trying to get a good line, but so far it's all bullshit.
Well, yeah, the article's gonna be bullshit.
But aren't
Well, it's
ain't
like-
the guy who plays actually like far left?
God.
That article must be that terrible.
It really is. It's a whole bunch of nonsense.
I'm tempted to go heat me up another
So
slice
okay,
of
so
pizza.
he like he goes through the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all the like Civil War type stuff and how Captain America and Iron Man both had their arguments and this, that, and the other. And then he talks about Batman versus Superman and blah blah blah. And then he talks about Black Panther.
I think as Black Panther was the Bastion's son that he used as an example.
It was antagonist
He says
and
Black Panther.
the antagonist Killmonger was widely regarded as one of the best things about the movie, and with good reason. He's not really bad at all. His grievances are actually perfectly valid. How could resource-rich Wakanda stand by and let all these atrocities, slavery, colonialism, world wars, racism, happen to their African brothers and sisters? Wakanda is like a black Switzerland. It stands aloof and neutral. Come to think of it, so does Wonder Woman's home, Themyscira?
Themyscira, yeah.
Yeah. Killmonger is defeated, but he wins the argument. Black Panther realizes he's not the good guy. At the close of the movie, Wakanda begins to engage with the rest of the world, albeit on its own limited terms, which are a far cry from the armed uprising Killmonger had in mind. And then
Do
I
these
guess
people just want ethno state, but
then he goes on
I'm
about
just-
Thor Ragnarok and
who made the article? Can you see a picture of them?
I don't know who made the article.
Because usually this is a white liberal type character who would normally write something this retarded.
Not always. Not always white.
I'll guarantee you how is usually white because white liberals want to tell black people how to think. Why do you think they hate Kanye West so much?
So, and then it goes, this brings us up to Infinity War's villain, Thanos. With a name like that, you know he's not a good guy, but nor is he textbook evil. He doesn't want to build an empire, amass wealth, or any of the usual despotic bad guy things. He just wants to restore balance to the universe indiscriminately. You could call him a Malthusian extremist. The universe is finite, its resources are finite. If left unchecked, it will cease to exist, he explains. So many mouths and not enough to go around. You wouldn't call that evil if David Attenborough had said it. You would if David Attenborough was threatening to nuke a couple countries. Thanos' methods are hardly humane, but there is a logic to his argument. Climate change and environmental destruction are inarguable threats. Oh, I beg to differ, sir. Human existence is unsustainable. I beg to differ, sir. But Avengers gotta avenge. Rather than debating the validity of Thanos' arguments and acknowledging that something ought to change.
Ain't there 300 million people in America?
350. The superheroes.
So by that logic, America would have collapsed by Thanos' logic. America would have starved and collapsed.
Well, I mean, we are kind of collapsing in a way.
Well, but that's a natural conclusion to any country.
Oh, I know. Like I said, I can't remember who said. I think it was Yahtzee that said it, but he said that if we were the Roman Empire, we'd be like on chapter 4 by now.
America will never fall.
Oh yes, it will.
And what will take its place? The Soviet Union 2.0. I dread that.
At this rate, I honestly wouldn't be surprised.
Well,
we have the power and influence.
I will disappear. I'm gonna go off the grid because I'll die before I bow down to some fucking dictator cunt. I mean, what's the worst he's gonna do to me? Shoot me in the face?
Oh no, they can go off full George Orwell on you.
What they're gonna are they gonna strap me in a chair and then fucking?
Have you not read 1984?
I've read a bit of it, not all of them.
Then you don't know the ending of it. Then what they did to Winston at the end of the book is probably worse than.
I'm at the part where Winston and I can't remember that one chick's name, or Winston and that one chick. They're in the fields and they're like kind of in love. That I was at that part and then I ended up finishing up at that part and then it was And I haven't picked it up in like a week and a half.
Yeah, great book by the way. So basically at the end, do you care if I spoil it or not?
No, I don't. Spoilers don't bother me.
All right. At the end of the book, basically, they get Winston in the in that area because O'Brien that they meet, he's one of the big bad dudes of the party. So
Does he betray Winston and they turn?
yeah, he gives him a book. He gives him the book, and then breaks down the door, and basically takes him in. Now, anyway, point is, so they put him in this torture chamber that's meant to completely change his reality, the way he perceives reality. They do some terrible fucking things to him. And what they do at the end, what finally breaks him, and they all they wanted to do was control the way you think. They didn't care whether or not you lived or died. They just wanted to make sure that you thought the way they told you to think. They wanted to break your way of thinking. They wanted to be able to tell you that 2
So
plus 2
modern day
equals 5.
feminist.
Yeah. Basically, they wanted to tell you that 2 plus 2 equals 5 and that you believed it, not that you would ever question it or ever think. They wanted you to full on believe it. And that was the point that they wanted to try to put forward in the book.
Well,
and so at
the
end,
thing is, I just reading through the parts of 1984 that I've read. I wasn't expecting a happy ending.
Oh no, it is not a happy ending.
That timeline is fucked because I'm confused on hell what the timeline is.
So okay, at the end, what they do is they put
No,
Winston,
I'm talking about like the current political powers. Like, was it a World War happen? The Russians.
There's a war going on. Yeah, there's a bunch of different countries that are at war. Oceania.
Well, you don't actually know that for sure.
Well, it's implied.
Because
really
because
explain.
they say that because there's the 3 big country states, and they say that the country states are constantly at war, but those are always changing, even to the point where the dude was doing the speech, and the country that they were at war against changed in the middle of his speech, and he kept going with the speech, but just changing instead of Eurasia, they were fighting Pan-Africa or whatever the fuck the name was, I can't remember, without skipping a beat. They never actually, like, the book never actually explicitly states that they actually were at war. So it could have been just a fake thing.
And the bombs could have just been there.
And the bombs could have been dropping the bombs every once in a while on their own people just to keep up the illusion that they were at war. Like that, and that was kind of part of the whole thing that I thought, because like it could have been entirely a psyop just to keep the people constantly in fear.
That makes sense, yeah.
And I thought it was cool that he didn't actually explain, because the dude talks to the party guy quite a bit in like the second half or like the last third or something, and the dude starts admitting a whole bunch to him because like he's one of the guys that can turn his whatever that the screen is off so that the party isn't listening in on him. So he's one of the really higher ups, and like the dude admits a whole bunch to him about the inner workings of the party and how there really isn't a guy named whatever the
Emmanuel.
Yeah, there is no Emmanuel. He's just a figment that's created by us to have a bad guy to and shit like that. Yeah. So I to the way I read it, it was more. It could have been a real war, but then again, it could have just as easily not have been a real war. But either way, it really doesn't matter because the constant threat of war to the people was enough to keep them from doing anything drastic. Exactly, because they're always afraid of, if they don't support the government, then at any time the walls could come toppling down and the bombs could drop, for real, instead of just one every couple of weeks or whatever it was.
1984 seems like hell. Like, I didn't even finish the book, and I never thought I would say this, but it just feels so uncomfortable to read. It's kind of unsettling to me.
It was.
Yeah.
Like, everything.
Because the thing, it's talking about stuff like the government says things, and like, dude, I'd be fucked in that world.
You ever read something like talking about like a prison? You know how like uncomfortable like a major prison.
The only
scene
time
would
I
be?
ever got really uncomfortable with another book was when I read the Gulag.
Oh, I'm
That's the
listening.
only
I'm
time I
listening
got
to that right now.
Which book?
Gulag
the
Archipelago.
Archipelago.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
That book fucking creeps me out about the Soviet Union.
Yeah, I gotta finish it though, because I want to get. He talks a lot about how with people who are the I can't remember what he calls them, but the full party members, the ones that still believe in the party and communism even after they were picked up, rounded up, and put in the gulag, and how he would play the game with them where they'd basically just keep talking to him until they talked themselves into a corner trying to
Justify everything.
yeah, trying to make everything fit within the ideology and how they ended up being in the gulag, even though they were a good, upstanding communist member and all that. Because I have a feeling I'll have some I'll have some nice tricks to play on these fucking faggots on Facebook.
Ain't that like that book though? The Gulag Archipelago is like the ultimate anti-communist counter-argument book. It really is. And I wonder.
Well, that's the thing. I don't even really want it for communists, although it'll be handy for that. Mostly, I want it for like these fuckers that are pushing the same kind of shit for like Overwatch and stuff.
I only read it because I might be going to college next year or the year later, so potentially I'm gonna have to argue against a communist. So that's why I started reading.
Why
the
are you
book.
going to college?
I've argued against communists.
What?
Why are you going to college?
It depends. It's a big if though with the college because it depends what I want to do.
Go to a trade school, dude. College is not worth the money these days.
What's a trade school do? Like
Teaches
over college.
teaches you a trade, like, you know, electrician or auto mechanic or, you know.
I guess I'll look into. I've never really heard of trade schools. No one ever told me
I've
about
heard
those.
of them. I just don't know.
That's the thing.
entirely
People
what
look
they do.
down on them, but they're cheap usually. I mean, there are expensive ones,
How
but
much money do they make?
like electricians and shit.
Yeah.
Well, you get a good union job, you can make $40 to $60 an hour.
Damn.
Yeah, full benefits and shit.
I know my dad used to be an apprentice, like an electrician's apprentice, I think. Like he used to work under a dude who was like a actual electrician. That's how he learned a lot about working with computers and wiring and stuff. I mean, he knows a fuck ton about that. And he didn't like, and that's sort of a good example.
I might have to look into this more because no one ever told me about trade school.
Well,
Of course not. They
You're-
want you
you're
to go
really
to
gonna have
college.
to work for your money, though. It's not a desk job.
Well, no, depends, man. Because sure, like a roofer or something like that, or a plumber, yeah. But like electricians, dude, you don't really do shit.
that's true.
I just need a good income because I don't really plan to get married.
Honestly,
so it's
get-
a lot to keep going around.
Go to a tech school for computers, bro. That's what all the jobs are going to be in 5 to 20 years.
Yeah, factory jobs are a ways to go through.
I mean, there'll always be construction, so there'll always be jobs for trades like electrician or roofer or plumber or whatever. But as far as like jobs other than that, yeah, it's all going to be computers. You know, you get a network certification or a security certification or, you know, some systems administrator or something like that. That'll be the way to go. Because fucking everything's going to be computers.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
That's what I should have done.
Well, you were born at a different time, gangster. So you
No,
just
but
don't
I saw it coming.
Oh, you did. Shit, then why did you take it then? If you saw this? Life circumstances, I assume.
No.
So what did you go to school for then?
I didn't. That's the thing. I just kind of I took a year and a half of community college, and then I took a couple welding classes, and then I just started doing welding, and then auto mechanics and shit like that. That's the thing. I didn't know, like, because I hate networking shit, and I don't know anything about programming. I mean, I know about programming, but I don't have any experience with programming. So I didn't want to end fucking coders. They don't make shit.
That's crazy. How much? Because if they make a decent amount of money, Because I just need a good income so I can. Because I don't plan to ever get married, so it's not like I'm gonna have to keep someone around, you know. So. Oh, where'd you go?
Oh, I was stretching.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to be an asshole then.
I still don't even know where I would go to if I were to ever get an opportunity to go to school, because I'm definitely not going to pay to go to college. Because I don't feel like getting in debt.
Dude, Jordan Peterson's got it right. It's indentured servitude.
I don't even think I could even go to college anyways. Because the only colleges that are near me are, I think, Humber and York will literally take my phone, and even if they see one meme, because they can take your phone and, check your posts.
I've always sort of looked down upon college, not because I have anything against people who go or not, but just because I feel like the smartest people out there, they learn best not from, going to college, but just by actually doing things on their own and having an interest to do things on their own.
Well, that's the thing. They turned college into a get-rich-quick scheme.
Yeah.
School system is cruel, though. Because there's a kid here who's the school system says he's a failure, so he ends up believing it, and now he just fucking dropping out and all that shit.
Like the people who know more about cars probably worked on cars when they were younger, and they wanted to learn about cars. That's how they knew so much about it, not because they were put into a school about it.
It's really weird because every successful was deemed a failure by the school system. So.
The same thing applies to computers too. Some of the smartest people I know about computers, they didn't go to college. They just really loved computers and started working on them when they were young.
I mean, building computers didn't take that much, so.
No, it didn't. Depends on who you talk to. Some people may think you're a genius. Some people don't.
I mean, it's fucking easy to build a computer, though.
It is.
Wait, but Gangster, hear what they're doing in colleges and Canada?
What?
If they're gonna take your phone and stuff, and if you have posts or photos of memes that they deem inoffensive, they cannot accept you.
That's just stupid.
I'd tell them to piss off.
I'm just thinking I might be screwed because I have so many fucked up memes on my phone, just in storage.
Really? I don't know how I store memes. Like, I don't store them on my computer. I just send them to people in DMs and then pin them.
I got them all in my images folder.
I should probably start doing that.
I gotta sort it. There's too much porn in there.
Porn's free. Why'd you download it?
Let's say a picture I like.
Wait, so doesn't Jordan Peterson work at a colleges? Why would he say not go to a few there?
because he works at a college.
No, but doesn't he get? But doesn't his pay rely on the fact that he's at
I mean,
Jordan Peterson's a smart guy. I think that if he got fired from that college, he would probably know where to go.
well, he probably already makes enough on Patreon right now to support himself. But yeah, oh, and he's got other things too. He's got his consulting business and his private practice, and yeah, he'd be
he doesn't
totally
need
fine.
to really teach.
Why isn't he fired yet? Because I would assume with colleges being the way they are, you know.
Because during the whole controversy,
People knew they'd go after them.
well, he got a whole bunch of the school received a whole bunch of letters in support of him by, I think there was some faculty, some students, and just a whole bunch of other people. So
And I sent a video in the chat where some dude said he made a video Peterson said no. And then he said Jordan Peterson got famous off misrepresenting Bill C-16.
Oh, dear Lord.
I don't know how you can misrepresent that.
It's pretty straightforward.
well, not only that, but after he got letters written from the university's lawyers saying that what he was saying was illegal.
Yeah,
Wait.
it kind of.
Bill 16 is passed?
Yeah,
Already?
it was passed a while ago.
God.
You're Canadian. You know. You should know.
I know, right?
I thought it was going to be passed soon. I didn't think it was already passed. Shit, I guess I only got two options. I guess I got.
Live or die.
I guess I gotta find a way to fight back against or escape.
Don't worry,
before
man. The
it
memes.
becomes a communist country somehow.
We'll
It's
fight
not
them with
like you're
memes.
fucking getting out of jail. Just go to America.
Nah, we're gonna build another wall for those fucking snow Mexicans.
Yeah, I know. Fucking frost packs.
Stay the fuck up there in your communist country.
No, I
With
don't
your
want to.
pretend bacon.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to stay in my communist country, gangster. I want to have freedom, opportunity, not be locked in.
Aren't you like a few hours from New York? Really?
He's in Toronto, isn't he? Aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah. You're like.
That's not that far from New York.
I could head back to New York potentially, but New York's changed so much. Bad it's gotten over there.
Nope,
since
it's
I
still
left.
fucking gay. I mean, fit right in.
Wait, is New York a sanctuary city?
If it is, I'm just gonna assume it's that's worst case scenario because no, California is.
Well,
Yeah,
you can
but-
always go there. You'll fit in there too.
Counties are starting to sue the state of California for that, though.
Wait, what?
I know it's not San Joaquin County, so or Sac County.
Yeah, probably not Sac County.
You know what's
Wait,
interesting?
who's-
Apparently, California, there's a lot of shit, and I thought they wouldn't own guns over there because it's next to impossible. But
Maybe the
Life
redneck
guns.
ones like Tuolumne County, they might be suing, but not.
Who's suing California? What?
Counties in California are suing the state of California because the governor and the Senate, I think, turned California into a sanctuary state.
What's the sanctuary statement again? It
A
means
state that protects illegal immigrants.
Yeah, won't prosecute immigrants. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
so basically, they said fuck you, to the federal law, which
I'm
is fair
still-
enough.
I'm so surprised by how, like, I've noticed a lot of people down here in Texas, mostly a lot of the people that are leftists are usually young people, and a lot of the older people here are not.
The
They're,
majority of a lot of millennials are. Have you seen that poll where it shows like millennials leaving the left? And then it's John, you right?
yeah, because there was a video that explained this kind of well. It was like, why are millennials moving towards communism so much?
No,
Because
a
that
lot of
video-
because a lot of millennials are leaving the left though. Like they're
Well, yeah. A lot
because
of the,
usually
a lot of the ones
people
that are growing
become
up.
conservative when they're older typically. But apparently, according to this latest poll, it's showing that a lot of millennials are switching sides Like gangster, you know what I'm talking about? Last poll.
Not that specific one, but
Fucking Pete's got it right. He just chills with his 12 gauge. He's gonna start blowing millennials' heads off. So, I
Yeah.
mean, why not?
Pete's got a gun, so he's fine to defend himself against the communist revolution.
I got
And also
I got
those-
slugs, bruh. They'll go through like 4, 5, 6 of them in a row.
And most of these, I'm
That's a
gonna be
rare
honest,
achievement in
most
Call
of
of
these
Duty World War
kids-
II for zombies. You can line up 6 of them in just one shot.
If I had to tell you, most of these like these communist kids, like or millennials, they're really skinny, frail to the point where you can probably break their arms by like just putting a tiny bit of force on
Yeah,
them.
bro. Because if
or
they
really
got
fat.
any amount of muscle, then they'd be toxic, masculine, and whatever the fuck, you know.
So if I read the, and most of these kids who talk about let's have a revolution have never been in a fight or ever got their ass kicked.
I mean, look at Antifa. I mean, they're getting their ass kicked like every day.
They have to fight. Trism. They have to fight in groups because if they get in a one-on-one, they get their ass
Yeah,
handed.
bro. It's
to
about
them.
bro. It's about the collective, bro. The collective fight.
Have you seen like an Antifa guy got into a one-on-one fight and he got his ass kicked? Like it was humiliation.
Did you see
Makes
the
sense.
one where Antifa ended up fighting itself?
Oh, yeah,
Wait, where at?
I don't know. I can't remember. It was a while ago, but yeah,
It was amazing. Yes, I remember them as well. It's
2
fucking
different
hilarious.
Antifa groups met up, and they didn't know they were Antifa groups, and so they started fighting each other.
It's amazing. I don't even think we can
Damn.
work together for a revolution.
Well, I mean, it was only a matter of time before they made that kind of progress. So.
That's funny.
Most of these kids out Antifa have actually never been in a fight. Let's be for real.
Not unless you count hiding behind a chick and then jumping out and whacking some dude in the head with a bike lock.
Yeah,
Bro,
they're
fuck.
probably more of those kick you when you're down and spit on you and say they beat your ass. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of guys.
'Cause I remember I got my ass kicked majorly in fucking one of those.
Fiery wants to know if he can join.
Yeah, we're gonna be ending like it's coming up on 3.5, and
Yeah, I'll be ending it soon, so we know.
yeah, I'm gonna end it right now because
Oh.
we're kind of running out of shit to talk about.
Yeah,
We're
it was
talking
like
about
9 hours
comedy.
the other day anyway.
Yeah,
We're talking about how'd you guys go on for 9 hours though? I said got something
Oh.
bad to do it.
because
Please
Brem got
speak
on
up.
and shit happens.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks everybody for listening. We'll catch you next week.
Laters.
Peace.